What is Battle Court Jai-Alai? The world's fastest ball sport, and so much more. Jai-Alai is played inside a 3-wall court that measures just 120 feet long by 33 feet wide. The game is played with a hand-woven wicker basket called a cesta and a Jai-Alai ball. The ball is as hard as a rock, and it travels around the court at an average speed of 150 miles per hour. Players will crash into the sidewall or throw themselves onto the concrete ground without a single layer of padding just to get to it. Jai-Alai is like playing baseball if you had to catch and throw with just the gloved hand. And it's a rally sport, kind of like tennis, but much more dangerous.
Manny, there's a carom. Bradley on the move, breaking. He got there. Blast the forehand. Everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit by the ball.
Jai-Alai is played as a singles match or as a doubles match. The match winner is the first player or doubles pair to win 2 out of 3 sets played to 6 points.
Gaucheri up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Gaucheri picks it up in the front court, whips it inside.
What another
one.
mate. Did it
He
again.
made it.
2 times back to back. That's freaking crazy.
Here's Gaucheri, 2-all return. Douglas reaching outside. Powerful forehand at the feet is missed for the
Point,
win.
set, and match.
Point, set, and match.
That's
Douglas.
respect.
Every point rally begins with a serve, then the players alternate catching and throwing the ball. While a point is being played, the ball can hit any of the court walls, but it cannot bounce twice on the ground. Simply put, the object of the game is to catch one more ball than your opponent, or better yet, to fire the ball so it can't be caught. When a player cannot successfully return the ball to the front wall, then 1 point is awarded to the opposition and the next rally begins with a new serve. A Battle Court game day consists of 6 matches, and the team that wins the most matches wins the day. Pick your favorite team, doubles pairing, or singles player, and cheer for them all season long. Or up the ante and bet on it. Battle Court Jai-Alai allows for wagering on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. The ball is lethal, the game is lightning fast, and the action is limitless. This is Battle Court Jai-Alai.
Ladies and gentlemen, welcome to Battle Court Jai-Alai. Tonight's game day will feature the Fireballs and Chargers. And with that, I'd like to welcome everybody back to another edition of the Fall 25 Battle Court season. I'm Andrew Bleckman, joined alongside Stu Nyman to bring you tonight's matches between the Fireballs and the Chargers. How you doing tonight, Stu?
Doing terrific.
Yes, looking forward to a great day. All doubles day.
All doubles day.
Yes,
with
ADD. With 2 changes, Stu.
I've heard of ADD before. In fact, some of the... Oh, sorry, moving on.
Not the American.AD. Never mind. Division 2 doubles, which is our second match today. There's going to be a scratch for the Chargers. Ubia's out in all of his scheduled appearances today. So Arta will go in that Division 2 doubles match. Division 1 doubles, which was scheduled to be our 4th match of the day, has been forfeited by the Chargers because Ubia will not be playing.
Okay.
So, a couple housekeeping notes. Let's get into the action today with Division 6 doubles. Starting here with Joseph and Cabrera as they take on Jedden and Bradley. These 2 teams matched up back on September 19th. That was won by Jedden and Bradley. Looking to get back in the win column, coming off a few losses in a row. Flip over to Joseph and Cabrera. That team started off strong with 2 wins, but they suffered that loss to Jedden and Bradley. Their season's been a downward spike since then. See if they can get back on track right here.
Ladies and gentlemen, we're ready to begin the first match of the game day. Joseph will have the serve for the Fireballs.
This is the 3rd and final game day between these 2 teams in the regular season. Chargers won the first one 4-2 back on September 19th. The second one was a 3-3 tie on October 9th. And these two teams come into it, I mean, right in the middle, bottom of the standings. Fireballs right now holding on to 4th place, the final playoff spot. The Chargers, they're tied for last with the Devils, but just half a point outside of that final playoff spot. So all 6 of these teams still with a chance to either finish in 1st place or last at this point in the year.
Joseph serves. We begin. Powerful forehand by Bragley. Cabrera, Rebote. Bragley with the catch. Cabrera on the forehand, right up the middle. Bragley's there from the 11. Karam scores. First point of this match goes to Jedden and Bragley of the Chargers. Jedden serves.
Well, tough matchup last time out for Jedden and Bradley. And you see here, just starts off with this Karam, and that's, you know, just bread and butter for Bradley. Going right back to it. It's got him there. Testing Joseph outside, just missed that first ball.
Jedden serves, stays very much the inside low runner by Cabrera. Will score. We're all tied up. 1-1. Joseph serves for the Fireballs.
And Bradley supremely confident catching that ball in the air. Comes a little more undone. You get that ball on the floor, as Cabrera did perfectly to tie things up.
Bragley, hard to the inside. Scoop by Cabrera. Big backhand. Bragley down low. Karam. Stopped by Joseph. Bragley now from the 11 line. Backhand. Cabrera's there. Scoop attempt tipped. Hard throw scoring for Bragley. Jedden and Bragley. With 2 points, Jedden has a serve.
And another one coming in there low, right back to Cabrera. The last couple of weeks, again, just missing a few more catches than we're used to seeing. He's been moving a little bit better the last few weeks. No, he wasn't feeling great, but seems to be back up to it. Had a great practice earlier today. I'm expecting him to step it up.
Jedden will take this on the forehand. Cabrera, backhand. Low and hard to the inside of Bragley from the 13. Cabrera scoop, backhand, low and hard. Bragley, beautiful catch on the left side. Ball tipped in the backcourt. We're all tied up. 2-2. Joseph serves for the Fireballs.
And that's all Cabrera's trying to do is get Bradley on an island back there, something that's kicking up into the corner. There's no chance for Jedden to run all the way back and save the rebote. Bradley's just got to catch it, and it's not easy.
Jedden picks this serve. Drop shot. Will score on the second bounce. Well done by Jedden. Jedden and Bragley lead 3-2. Jedden is serving for the Chargers. Again, we haven't seen his running drop shot. I don't think all season. I haven't seen it all season.
Actually, we saw it earlier in practice today, but he hasn't broken it out in battle court. It's a little riskier because he's kind of moving with it, doesn't have as much control. That one just had it right in the basket, executed it perfectly.
Joseph picks the serve, drop shot, scores on the second bounce. Drop shot begets a drop shot, 3-3. We're all tied up. Joseph serves. That's pretty bold for Joseph.
Well, it's a perfect opportunity. I mean, serve comes right to the forehand, which is preferred side, and it's off the wall. Look how deep Jedden is. Kind of a softer forehand. I mean, that's still bouncing by the foreline, and that's perfect. Whatever you got to do. Got the second bounce and tied up the match. Ooh.
Little contact in the backcourt. 2-all. Scores from the forehand of Bragley. Well done. 4 points for Jedden and Bragley. Jedden has the serve for the Chargers.
And when you get Cabrera trapped inside like this, you know, it's juice all alone, making that catch. See, he's lined up on the left, tries to switch to the right there, and that ball's kind of skipping on him too. Right by and scoring.
Low hard backhand, scoop by Bragley. Karam does not open, stopped on the left side of Cabrera. Cabrera high to the inside. That hit the overhead screen, which is out of play. 5 points for Jedden and Bragley. This is possible set point.
Just getting away from him right there. I mean, rare miss. Usually see Cabrera bring the overhead screen into play, but inopportune right there. Makes it 5-3. Gives the Chargers a chance to close out this first set.
Excellent stop by Cabrera. Low runner. Scooped up by Bragley. Rebote. Joseph on the rebote. Out it goes to Jedden. Jedden has it on the forehand. Wall to wall. Joseph gets in there to make the save. It's floating. Jedden, difficult catch. The drop shot will score. Point and set for Jedden and Bragley, taking it 6-3 in the first set.
Well, there it is, too. A couple drop shots, and Jedden and Bradley there, 6-3, taking that first set. This Division VI doubles matchup. Well, Jedden and Bradley, though, have had, I mean, really as good of a season as you could hope for this team. 5-3 in their 8 matches played. Started off 3-0, and even one of those losses, they were missing Jedden. So when this full team has been together, 5-2, and that's one of the best records in Division VI. You see the two there right now. Great camaraderie amongst the team, and specifically that pairing. You know, we've seen it in the interviews. They have a lot of fun, and it translates out there on the court.
Absolutely. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. We're currently playing the first of 5 matches on the game day, usually slated for 6. We do have one forfeiture because of injury, if I'm not mistaken.
That's right, Stu. Match number 4, Zuleika Nubia against Arutina Rats. Would love to see that match, top-level doubles, but it has been forfeited by the Chargers, so the Fireballs get the win there. They do lead the game day 1-0, which is why you see a point up on the board already.
I'm curious to know what Jedden is thinking. Not really curious, but curious enough.
Back over here with the Fireballs here.
Ikeda giving feedback to Joseph, and that is Aruti in the hoodie. I walked in here not having been here earlier. Yeah. It's chilly.
It was freezing. I walked outside. And I was like, ooh, it feels kind of good.
Nice. It was beautiful outside today in sunny South. Well, kind of, you know,
it's
semi-sunny South Florida.
Yeah, the weather's turning. It's not unbearably hot anymore.
Where you come from in Chicago, the weather turns. The weather just slightly changes down here in South Florida. Yeah, exactly. It's minor shifts. Exactly.
Players out there ready to begin our second set. Well, the Fireballs at least. Chargers still out there. Whistles blown. They begin set 2.
We're ready to begin our second set. Joseph has the serve for the Fireballs.
Okay, let's see how these Fireballs come out in set number 2. You know, trying to attack Joseph early, which you can understand the strategy. But again, if he starts making those catches, it can be dangerous for the opponents. So see how they adjust here coming out in set number 2. But on the flip side, you know, if Jedden, the way he's throwing those drop shots, it's going to be hard for Cabrera to track those down, especially the way he's been moving the last couple of weeks. So see how the Fireballs change it up here. There's the whistle again. Begin set 2.
Joseph serve. Jedden picks it on the right side. Outside. Miss by Joseph. Big bounce. Bragley calls for it. Oh. That's in and out of the cesta. First point goes to Joseph and Cabrera of the Fireballs here in the second set. Joseph serves.
Tough one. It's a floater. Takes Bradley to the outside of the court. He's got to line everything up just perfectly, and just couldn't there.
It's a good serve by Joseph. Here's Bragley. Forehand from the 9. Powerfully thrown. Rebote. Saved by Cabrera to the inside. Catch by Cabrera. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Caught by Bragley. Rebote save. Not made at the 10 line. 1-1. Jedden serves.
And if you're Bradley, too, you know, you throw the carom, yeah, it might score sometimes, but you also leave yourself in a vulnerable position if the opponents do catch it. If you just play it to the inside like that, well, Cabrera wants to keep every ball in front of him and catch it in the air. So he's going to be backing up. He's going to leave himself either tough scoops or tough rebotes like that one, and I mean, just tied it up pretty quickly. Less risky throw, way more conservative play, but still, I think, pretty effective for the Chargers.
Ball under serve. Battle Court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Cabrera, powerful backhand. Rebote, that's the rebound off the back wall, played by Jedden on the forehand. Low runner, scoop, tip. Second point for Joseph and Cabrera. Of the fireballs, Joseph serves.
And again, good. It's on an island there in the backcourt. Has to scoop up that low runner. Not easy to do so. But Cabrera throws it well.
You know, when Bragley stops it in front of him, as opposed to on the side. Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Usually has a better time of, I'd say, control and looks a lot more confident doing it. And then all that power following it. Jedden grabs it, sends it back. What a catch by Cabrera. Backhand, scoop by Bragley. Rebote, high to the front wall. Bragley on the forehand, great catch. Karam,
splitter.
Split placement scores. 2-2. Jedden serves for the Chargers.
Just the way that that ball is spinning when thrown from the right side, it's hard to get it to open up. You see Joseph, I mean, he's all the way outside the boundary. Yeah, that's just a little too far for the Karam, and Cabrera stuck inside, can't react in time either.
Fine serve by Jedden, powerful backhand by Cabrera. Here's Bragley. Rebote. Catch.
Tough one.
Bragley, great grab at the 13. Over the top he comes. Cabrera from the 9. Low and hard. Bragley's there. Rebote by Cabrera right up the middle. Bragley again. Forehand hard to the inside. And scoring.
Yeah, kicking way up.
3 points for Jedden and Bragley. Jedden serves.
Boy, the pace of this ball is being thrown at, it is very difficult to try to play 1-on-2. I mean, Joseph is just outside the court, and Cabrera trying to cover the inside, save the rebotes, catch the ball in the air. You can't really do it all. You got to rely on your front court a little bit. And just not a lot of confidence both ways there.
Great serve by Jedden. That's an even better catch by Cabrera. Bragley, wall to wall, rebote coming out. Rebote by Joseph. Placement to the inside. Bragley has it on the right side. Scoop by Cabrera. Low runner. Catch by Bragley. Big backhand by Bragley. Rebote for Joseph. Joseph to the outside. Jedden's there. Karam by Jedden scores. 4 points for Jedden and Bragley. Jedden serves.
You don't often see Jedden mix in the Karam, but, I mean, he must be feeling it today. Had him trapped inside again. Gives you a little more confidence to throw it, but still have to get it to open up away from the opponents. They got it there, 4-2 lead.
Bragley on the right side at the 13.
Risky.
Ball tipped in the front court. That's a 5th point. Jedden and Bragley with 5 points. Possible set, possible match point here in our first match.
And that one was actually a good read by Joseph. Cabrera was out of the play, so he was the only one that could potentially cut it off and make a play on it, but just tipped.
Cabrera stops that. Scoop is tipped.
Keeps it going.
That's a 3rd point for Joseph and Cabrera. Still possible match point for Chargers here and Jedden Bragley.
Just puts a lot of pressure on the front quarter to make that tough scoop. He's moving to the outside. The ball's cutting away from him. Just has to be perfect and not there.
Bragley from the 11 line. Powerful throw. Caught by Cabrera. Bragley down low. Good catch. Big backhand. Rebote coming out. Joseph for the rebote. Hit the pad. The pad is bad. Point set and match in straight sets for Jedden and Bragley. Taking it 6-3, 6-3.
Well, last time these two matched up, it went all the way to the final point of a 3rd set, but decisive tonight. Jedden and Bragley end it in straight set 6-3, 6-3, and tie up the game day. Said one match forfeited by the Chargers, so the Fireballs with the win. And the Chargers knotted up, courtesy of Jedden and Bragley.
as that highlight ball leaves the cesta, you can't blink because every second is packed with action. Keep up with the world's fastest ball sport all game day long with bets on the matches, the sets, and each individual point. Find your favorite team or player and get in on the action with DraftKings, the official sports betting partner of the World Jai-Alai League. The crown is yours.
Take a look at that game day score now, reflecting that forfeit by the Chargers and the win by Jedden and Bradley just a few moments ago. So we're tied up 1-1, moving into what was scheduled to be our second match of the day. That's Lalu and Arats against Iturbide and Arta. Arta, who will be subbing for Ubia. We got our winners over in the DraftKings Players Cage. There they are. Gold chains and all. Congratulations, guys.
Thank you.
Last time you matched up, it went all the way down to the final point of a third set. What was the difference tonight that it was so decisive in your favor?
We just wanted to go out there and make it tough for them, make it tough to catch the balls, throw it to where they're not, and just give it everything we had.
Yeah, we saw some crazy chains from a different team. Any comment about some of the other chains and some of the other
Hey, I appreciate the shit talking. So, bring it, and we're gonna be bringing it too. So. That's all that matters. It's a competitive environment.
Why is Jedden being so quiet? Speaking of schnitt talk, why is Jedden being so quiet?
Less is more. I was concerned you wasn't here today. I was calling around, putting out being on the lookout for a little tall, handsome, Caucasian Jewish man, and they didn't find you. And I'm glad you got here today. So we're glad you're here today, Stu.
I have no further comment.
All right, let's move on, guys. We appreciate great win, guys.
It's
a
lifestyle.
Always fun with those two, and they don't disappoint. Up next, Division 2 double.
Who don't they disappoint? Don't you have anything else on that list of things to say?
Yeah. Lalu Rats, there they are. They take on Iturbide and Arta. Again, late sub there. Arta sliding in for Ubia, who is out in all of his matches for the Chargers. Lalu and Rats 3-4 so far this season. Kind of been, an up and down year. But a big spot here could give their team the lead with a win. And I think this is the first, iteration of Iturbide and Arta. I don't know. I mean, they've been on the Chargers together for a number of seasons, but
that they have.
I don't know if they've ever played together in a doubles match. So we'll see how that goes. Arta's been playing well. I mean, his catching has been solid here in the backcourt, but got the shot maker Iturbide up there in the front. See what they can do here against Lalu and Arats. Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our second match of the game day. Lalu and Arats serve to Iturbide and Arta. There's a serve. We begin our second match. Low run to the inside, picked up by Arats. Iturbide wastes no time. A drop shot from the Costado scores. First point goes to the Chargers.
Players, especially up there in the front court, looking for the openings. Whether it's a 2-all, whether it's a drop shot, whether it's the inside placement, wherever their opponents are not, try to get the ball there. Not always the easiest thing to do, obviously, because their opponents are looking to do the same thing.
Now it's an over serve. First ball, second serve coming up. Second serve is good. Arats opens with the backhand. Iturbide comes cross court to cut it off at the 10 line. He floats one up. Arats picks it off deep in the corner. Arta scrapes one off the sidewall. Backhand along the numbers for Lalu. Now Arta from the 11. And hard, floats it up. Arats into that corner, makes the play. Now Iturbide. 9 line to the inside, right along the wall. Arats stops it. Catch by Lalu. Pulls one into the 10 line. Backhand passes. Iturbide tracks it down. Sends it back up the middle. Good range by Iturbide. Stops that one in the air. Back to Arats. Backhand from the 11 line. Hard to the inside.
Beautiful
Great catch in the corner by Arta. Lined it up right on the sidewall. Iturbide blasts this one. Lalu still going up at the 6 line, turn to the inside, dropping right to Arta. Backhand scraped off the numbers up at the 9, backhand by Arats. Iturbide, kind of a half drop shot. Lalu makes the stop, shoots a cortada.
Beautiful.
Oh, what a pickup there on the inside. Catch by Arats, floats one up at the 11. It's right on the wall. Arta takes it off again. About a forehand by Iturbide. That kicks up, caught on the left side of Arats. Backhand comes in low. Iturbide slides in, cuts it off, plays it deep. Iturbide now from the 8, powerful backhand. Arats watching it. Lalu goes to the 4, just kind of lays it up. Iturbide moves in, drop shot. Got the first and the second bounce to score. Back-to-back for the Chargers. They lead it 2-0.
Iturbide just so patient, waiting for his opportunity. In that case, makes a catch. See Lalu there on the ground. He's up, but Iturbide is winding up. Lalu running naturally to the outside, believing that Iturbide, who throws plenty of 2-walls, was going outside. Didn't put it back inside. Arats took off, wasn't able to get there.
Arats keeps it along the wall, stopped by Iturbide. Backhand into that corner. Arats on the left side. Backhand dropping low, taken in off the side wall.
Wow.
2-wall there by Lalu. Scores. What a shot there. Gets one back, and they'll serve.
One of the better caroms that I've seen thrown on this court. Again, the closer you are to that side wall, look, what is it? About 2 feet maybe, when he steps out, about 3 feet from that side wall, but it just opens up beautifully. Really well done by Lalu. Beautiful shot.
That's a tough one. 3-wall play. Arats makes a save, puts it back inside. Iturbide attacking. There's a 2-wall. Oh, Lalu stops it, but lost it as he went to make the throw. That's a 3rd point for the Chargers.
I know that folks who've been watching Battle Court have heard me say it. You know, there's a couple distinct processes that take place. It all looks like it's one thing. There's a couple things going on here. There's a catch right there, but you could see never had control. The ball never stopped moving in his cesta. And it happens too fast to talk anyone through it, really.
Backhand. Kicks off the sidewall. Iturbide in position. Saves the rebote. Lalu from the 7. Low bullet. Stopped in the air. Here's Arta. Arats from the 10 line. Puts it up the middle. Arta runs around it. There's the backhand. Catch as Arats goes flying into the corner. Arta keeps that one low. Lalu takes it in the air. Karam from Lalu.
Wow.
That scores. 2nd point for the Fireballs.
Thrown with a high degree of confidence here by Lalu. Again, the carom thrown from the forehand. You see he comes over the top. About 3/4, actually.
Arta keeps that one low. Arats running around it, scoops it up on the left side. Backhand dropping in. Lalu peels it off the numbers. Backhand coming in low. Arta runs around this one. Sends it up high. Arats charging down, makes the play. Tries to get that one past Arats. He goes flying back into the corner. Lobs it up to Iturbide. Big backhand follows Lalu up at the 5 line. Whips it to the inside.
Beautiful
Arta
catch.
takes it right off the wall. Arats goes flying back into the corner, comes out with the left side. It's dropping. Arta picks it up off the floor. This one well out of reach. Arat's watching. Lalu turns it from the right side. Scooped up high by Arta. Backhand stays low. Aratz waits for it there in the corner. Offside Bote. Aratz picks it up on the hop forehand. Cutting back inside. Arta reaches in. Now Aratz just beyond the 12 line. Floats it up. Iturbide backed up to the 10 line. Sends it in up the middle. Robote for Lalu. Powerfully turned from the right side. Arta ducks. Iturbide steps in to make the save. Lalu, another one in the middle of the court, takes a deep look. Oh, but Iturbide slides in, cuts it off. Now the fireball scrambling. Aratz hooked the Robote. Ooh. Leads up to 2 for the Chargers.
Very rarely see Aratz. I mean, we've seen him off his footing, but he usually winds up getting the ball up to the front wall one way or the other. Wow. Yeah, my mouth just stopped working there. It's any interaction with Jedden is just going to basically.
It'll do
yeah,
it.
we need to schedule him last from now on. Talk to someone in charge about that, will you?
That's an overserve. First fault, second serve coming up.
We've seen Aratz backpedaling, but he usually gets the ball up to the front wall. In that case, he hooked it. And we don't see Aratz hook it very frequently.
Second serve is good. Aratz from the middle of the court. Plays it back up the middle. Iturbide stops, cuts it off, sends it back. Arta waiting for it at the 12 line. Plays it up. Now Aratz, same spot, a little bit higher. That passes. Iturbide backpedaling. Fires it off the Robote. Caught inside. Here's Lalu. Arta now from the 11 line. Hard throw. Pass to Aratz. Long Robote. Dug out by Lalu.
Yeah, I was dropping.
Arta from the 11. Catch inside. Aratz running around it again. Blue ducks, backhand coming in. Now Robote, 40 Iturbide, high to the inside. Aratz takes off early, sets up for it, makes a save on the back end. Now it's floating back to Arta. Hard throw right up the middle. Lalu, inside placement, that's a tough one. Woo. Comes shooting back out, and it's missed. Third point for the Fireballs. Lalu and Aratz serve.
Lalu got into really good position to throw this ball hard to the inside. And again, never far from the sidewall, setting up a particularly difficult catch for Arta. Jedden's not coming out again, is he?
Oh, he's coming right back out after this.
Oh. Oh, that's right, he is.
He really is. Here's the backhand. Thrown into the corner. Arta steps up. Now Arta from the 12 line. Backhand dropping. Aratz steps up. Makes the catch. Fires it hard. Arta runs around it again. Keeps it on the backhand. Catch on the inside. Arta from the 13. Backhand kicks off the sidewall. Lalu reaches out. Shoots one inside. Long reach for Iturbide. Clean miss, but the Robote saved on the back end. Lalu high to the outside. Oh, Iturbide took off. Knew exactly where to be. Returns a placement shot. It's got a wonky spin.
My.
And it scores. 5 points and a possible set point for the Chargers.
Aratz got there, but that ball was just dropping. Sometimes the slower moving balls are so difficult to catch, and that was the case there.
It caught the corner too. It was dying. I mean, that was
there was a lot going on there that really is. We can explain it, but it's tough to see. That's Jai-Alai. It goes so fast.
High backhand 2-all. It lands in, rattles around the cage, and it scores. Fireballs get their 4th point and the serve.
Sometimes referred to as perfect placement. Again, that ball has to land in bounds. So it has to touch the floor within the boundary line. But when it bounces off the back wall, it goes in the cage, there's really no way to play it. Not like you can go into the cage, grab it, and come back out. But that's the importance of that boundary line that really runs the entire way. On the floor.
Ooh. Great Great stop there by Arta. He blasts it. Coming right up the middle. Alu still going. Turns it inside, looking for the bounce. Arta picks it right up. Hard throw up the middle. Arats makes the stop. Forehand crossing. Picked off by Iturbide. Backhand there by Arta. Low to the inside. Arats trying to run around it. Does dig it out. Iturbide moves up on it, shoots it to the inside. That's dropped. Point and set. The Chargers take it 6-4, 2 minutes. Come back and play set 2.
Such a hard-fought set. Iturbide really looked good. Arta making some great catches in the back. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. So, Andrew.
Yes.
Getting back to that conversation we were there, that guy right there on the left. See him? Yeah, yes. Right there. Yeah. Okay, so you know how we have the Coaches Award that we're actually a part of. So basically, what happens here, folks, behind the scenes, we don't often talk about it, but all the Battle Court players from the top to the bottom, in between, they're all listed. And Andrew, myself, JR, maybe someone else that's nameless. We put them in order, right? We put them in order from top. And it takes into account everything, how they play, their attitude, what they contribute, all that other stuff. We take all, and that's how we rank them. And every single year, I will tell you, I have not written that guy's name 1 year on the sheet. Not 1 year. Not 1 year. And I think that ownership's going to figure out eventually that it's me, because there's always, we write it in our handwriting. It's got to stick out. But fortunately, they're burned, kind of like when they're electing the Pope.
Sure, okay.
They're burned, so there's
no record.
Exactly.
Yeah,
so I'm just acknowledging it here, and if he chooses to watch the replay, he's welcome to.
Speaking of positive things in the cage, how about I saw Joseph earlier today was setting up kind of like Ben does for the Renegades. He was bringing in the water, bringing in the cooler for his side, so maybe he's throwing his hat into that award this year.
His name has consistently been higher than
what's his name? I think that goes with that, yeah. Back over here with the Jai-Alai action. That's Arta playing great. He needed to step up, and he really did in that first set. How many balls did he pull right off the side wall?
Tremendous play.
6 to 8 of them. Somewhere in there. He's just incredible. And then Iturbide too. He's the shot maker, and we say that term, we throw it around, but you just got to go out there and execute too. And he did just that. A couple drop shots. The set started for him. Yeah, think about the fireballs too. Alu was pretty aggressive. He threw a couple more shots. Let's see how they responded.
Those caroms were just, technically they just thrown so well.
Let's see what they got here coming out for set 2. Fireballs will have control of the serve to begin. We are ready to begin set number 2. Alu and Arats serve. Served by Alu, we begin our second set. Backhand dropping inside, look at Arats, makes the play. Catch in the middle of the court by Arta, comes over the top, looking across the wall. Oh, they did, but Arats stood in, made the play. With a forehand, kicked right back to Alu, powerful return on the wall, taken right off by Arta. Backhand. Drops between the Chargers. Rebote turned by Iturbide. Arats goes up, makes the catch high on the left side. Powerful backhand, dropping. Caught by Arta now. Arats over the top, looking for a big bounce up high. Arta controls it, shoots a 2-wall from the backcourt. That scores. First point of our second set goes to the Chargers.
That was working for Arta the other night. He landed several in beautifully. From the backcourt, shoots the 2-wall. Boom. Just out of reach of Alu. Well thrown by Arta.
Arats handles that serve from the outside. Backhand, left side Rebote rather. Right back to Alu. Fakes a carom, puts it back inside. Arta on a full sprint. He got up there, just flicks it up. One fluid motion. Now Alu, another one. Hard to the inside. Arta back in position.
Catch.
What a great catch. And the backhand 2-wall. Oh, just wide. Great thought, though, but that's going to get the fireballs. Their first point.
Safe to say that Arta was feeling the rhythm of that point, and
had him too.
Everything was working. He's coming off a beautiful costado 2-wall, moves up on the ball beautifully there. Hey, you know, very fancy, but got to keep it in those boundary lines.
That's an overserve. First fault, second serve coming up. Puts it right on the wall. Iturbide climbs it. Picks it up at the 10 line. Arat backhand, quick release, low runner. Oh my, what a grab as that crossed late right to Iturbide's basket. Now Arta from the 11 line, high to the inside. Arat runs around it again. Backhand, stays low. Iturbide handles. Just blasts it. Lalu waiting for it. Turns it over the top. Caught on the inside there by Arta. Late call by Arat. Lalu gets in there, makes
Tough
the
one.
catch. Now both Chargers there. Arta's the one that steps in front, makes the save. Backhand, dropping to the inside. Arat makes the catch. Backhand on the wall. Iturbide comes back cross court, cuts it off. Arat.
Tipped.
Ball tipped right along the side wall. That gives the Fireballs a lead, 2-1 in our second set.
So tough to make those grabs there at the side wall, and the ball's basically, it's coming fast as it always does, well, almost always does in highlight. Drop shot, you know, by definition.
Sure.
Not coming too fast, but when it's crossing that side wall fast, so hard to make that catch. Woo, what a serve.
Great stop by Arta up high. Hits it past Arat, but Lalu makes the save on the back end. What a pick up there at the 10 line. Just snapped it off the side wall. Arat, great catch in the corner. Oh, Magic City bounce, and Arat's able to make the catch. Great play. Arta rather, sends it over their heads, cut off by Lalu. Low bullet on the inside. Arta's there. This one just blasted way over Arat's head. Rabote inside, comes to Iturbide. There's the 2-wall, and it scores. Just like that, we're tied 2-2.
Arta's pulled off his cesta and is checking the frame. And we'll see the replay here. But basically when your hand is on, as you can see, their hands are in there. They're not holding on to anything. Their hand is flat on top of that cesta. So another thing that's difficult to describe, you have a feeling. And if something is off with the cesta, your hand sends a signal to your brain, you know that something, the cesta is opening up. There may be a crack. These things are escaping on me. You can feel it.
Lots in the middle of the court. Backhand kicks up and out. Iturbide tracks it down on the outside to make the play. Oh, but Arat's up the wall and does not come down with the ball. That's 3 for the Chargers. Just like that, they're back ahead, 3-2.
Ratz's catching has been impressive every year that he's been in this program.
Well, Rotz in Division II has the highest catch rate of anybody in Battle Court.
See the stats?
98.8% coming into today.
The stats back my hallucinations up.
Rabote forehand, turn to the inside. That's dropping. Lalu missed the Rabote. Wow, the lead is up to 2 now for the Chargers, 4-2 in our second set.
When things go well for a particular team or player, it tends to build on itself. Conversely, it's tough to get out of a type of spiral. And watching Lalu, seeing the close-up on there, he's coughing. I mean, it's cold in the building, but there's been a bug going around.
Rabote inside, picked up high by Roth, backhand right into the corner. Wow, what a catch by Arta. Pulled it off the numbers. Lalu from the outside sends it high, but Arta Moving in on it, just tipped it. That's 3 now for the Fireballs. They'll serve. I felt like a big break the way that Arts has been catching all day.
Arch has been playing terrific. Carried over from Friday night when he looked great as well. Scores aren't always reflective of what we see on the court, but Arch has been looking really good. Catching, throwing, shots.
That is an ace from Lalu, and we are tied up 4-4. That is the score. Fireball serve.
See, you can't, as I'm saying it, you can't take that away from Arta. That serve was just awesome.
That was a bullet.
It's
Crossing
a real
high,
short list of professional
12 line.
highlight players anywhere in the world. They're going to stop that one.
Hard serve coming in again. Arta's got this one. Powerful backhand. Stopped on the hop. Baratz deep in the corner makes the play. Lane clears. Arta finds it. Back inside. There's Lalu. This one comes shooting off the back wall. Saved by Iturbide. That crosses. Arat's running back with it.
Great
Tough
read.
save. Kind of feeds Iturbide, though. Attacking high on the left side. There's a 2-wall. It scores. 5 points possible set and a possible match point here for the Chargers.
Great to see this confidence with Iturbide. He saw Lalu out there. He threw his shot anyway. Powerful 2-wall.
Yeah.
Within inches of Lalu's cesta. Lalu just not able to make the catch.
Hard serve. Well, that stayed inside. Arats comes away with it. Double to left side. Iturbide. That's dropping. Lalu picks it up. Launches it. That comes flying off the back wall. Iturbide in position. Lays it up. Back to Arats. Low runner. Trying to target Arta. That comes flying out again. Turn just above the pad. Lalu. Costato. Straight inside Arta. All alone this time and picks it up. Now Arats backhand. Low runner. Iturbide steps in front of this one. Sends it deep. Arats makes the catch on the forehand. This one cutting inside. It's dropping. Iturbide. Great control. Floats one up on the wall. Arats takes it off.
Great throw.
Backhand passing. Robote forehand. Just does clear the screen. Lalu puts it back inside. Oh, that came up and in on Arta. He comes away with it still. Iturbide goes flying into the sidewall. Powerful return. Comes in low. Arats makes the stop. Hard backhand. Arta ducks out of the way. Iturbide sends Robote up the middle. Lalu full windup. Keeps it low. And Arta steps up just before that second bounce. Arats backhand. Kicking up in the corner. Iturbide makes the save. Right back to him though. Another one. Iturbide able to cut this one off. Long Robote, left side. Back to the inside. Arta gets up to it. Now Lalu. Strong backhand. That's kicking out. Robote for Iturbide. Turned inside. Now this is dropping for Arats. Goes down to the floor. But feeds Iturbide's forehand. Trying to end it here. And it's dropping, but saved by Arats. Iturbide from the outside. That 2-wall opens wide and scores for the win. Point, set, and match. Iturbide and Arta take it in straight set. 6-4, 6-4. Short-handed tonight, Stu, but boy, they are playing awfully hard. Iturbide and Arta. Straight set win over Lalu and Arats. They give the Chargers the game day lead. 2-1 as we head into our next match. Division 5 doubles. Joseph and Ikeda take on Jedden, there's your guy, and Arta. Let's take a look at some replay. Iturbide there, open up. There's the drop shot, which got things started. Cold ball, easier to score with the drop shots early in a match compared to late. And he got 2 early on there, clean miss. But look at Iturbide, just stays with the play, puts it above the pad. But then look at that. I mean, Iturbide already moving outside. Doesn't even have to move anywhere. Inside placement there. It's kind of floating. And we talk about that spin. Sidewall back to the forehand. And just not easy to... 2-all there by Arta. Boy, what a shot there to set the tone in the second set. Chargers got out to a lead. Gave that away, but battled their way back throughout the set. Fake carom here by Lalu, but look at Arta. I mean, his defense was the story here. I mean, catching it, just getting it off before that second bounce. Now look at Iturbide climbing the wall, too.
He looks so comfortable from beginning to end.
Yeah, that 2-all got it to open up.
When you see the guy out there and you still throw it, that's the confidence.
And then this one.
That's the
Lalu
confidence.
Seemed like he had it, just missed that one, and then the final 2-all attempt also. He's in position, just really hard to make a play on it. Here's the 2-all. Look how much it cuts open. Yeah, he's there, but can't make that play. Chargers get a straight set victory there, 6-4, 6-4. So what does that mean in the game day? Well, the Chargers now lead it 2-1. That only win coming via forfeit by the Chargers in what was scheduled to be our 4th match. Arta's coming right back out in match 3 alongside Jedden, but we're going to hear from him and Iturbide. There are winners, Iturbide and Arta. Arta, just phenomenal play from you in the backcourt in that match. What is your mindset stepping into that match late as a substitute?
Not much, really. I mean, I think these kind of matches, at least myself, you don't really have that pressure because it's, you know, you're subbing in, you're not playing in your division, so just try to make a good job and don't overthink.
Awesome, guys. Well, as well executed there. Got a big win, and now you guys lead the game day going into our next match. Congratulations.
And
Good
thank
luck,
you for
Arta.
fixing the giant hole in the wall, Arta.
You got
I
it,
really,
Stu.
really appreciate it. Make sure that guy gives you the money for it.
Oh, he will.
If you think, if you think the Costado's good, folks, you should see the
should see the wall.
carpentry
It's
skills.
perfect.
Yeah, it's amazing.
And the paint's match perfect. It's great.
It's funny. I looked up there, and he said, "You see it?" I say, "You wouldn't even know."
You wouldn't.
Up next, got a Division 5 doubles match. Joseph and Ikeda ready to take on Jedden and Arta. Joseph and Ikeda 1-6 so far this season. Flipping over to the Chargers team here, Jedden and Arta. Again, just 2-4, those guys. Remember, these two matched up earlier in the season. And that matchup was won by... It was the Chargers when they matched up last. Yeah, back on October 9th. So, Fireball's looking for revenge here, and they need it. I mean, how about this, Stu? You feel like with a forfeit, had a pretty good chance to get some points today, and now they find themselves in a 2-1 hole.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our next match. Joseph will have the serve for the Fireballs. Here's the serve. We begin. Beautiful catch by Arta off the sidewall. Powerful backhand. Rotate forehand by Ikeda. Arta's there. Ball's dropping. Ikeda makes a save. Arta now from the 10 line. Powerful throw. Ball comes out of the corner. Ikeda makes a save. Jedden with a leap makes the catch. Fake carom. The inside placement will score. Well thrown by Ikeda. Joseph and Ikeda on the board first here in this match. Joseph serves. Tricky.
Yeah, this is tricky. I mean, good hip fake here. Looks like he's throwing the carom. Arta's still hanging back because he's expecting maybe something over the top, like a big bouncer over his head. So that's why he's back there. Jed moves outside, and Ikeda finds the space. Well done. That first point.
Arta moves up, grabs that ball down low. Powerful backhand caught in the air by Ikeda. There's a backhand. It's a backhand 2-all. That scores for Arta. We're tied up 1-1.
Just hasn't had a ton of success on the forehand today. Speaking of Joseph, you know, there's been, what, 4 or 5 that have come his way. They all kind of skipped on him just low and under the basket. See if he makes the adjustment here. Still a lot of highlight left in a match at the Fireballs. I feel like that's a must-win now.
Jedden sets up midcourt, backhand. Jedden winding up, back to the inside. That's beautifully thrown by Jedden. Ikeda, forehand rebote to the feet of Jedden. He gets in there, winds up, 2-all. Caught by Joseph, the backhand crossing the wall. Arta on the run, makes the save.
Oh, that opened.
Oh, that opens and scores. 2 points for Jedden and Arta. Jedden has a serve for the Chargers.
Well, look, Ikeda's telling Joseph that he should be there, but it's also very difficult if you're Joseph because Ikeda's charging in at full speed. What are you going to do? Set a pick and stop him? I mean, you got to let the dominant player move up on the ball, make a play, and you know, Ikeda would like him there after they missed, but he also probably would have been upset that he stabbed
Had he
in
been
front
there,
of him.
there's no question about it. It's
damned if you do, you're damned if you don't. It's just a tough situation. You got to work through it. And
that ball
yeah,
tipped. Third point for Jedden and Arta. Jedden serves.
It's tough, not communicating effectively, and but I mean, still a lot of highlight left in this match in the season, and every win, every point critical. Just can't lose focus now, especially the last third of the year.
There's a backhand by Ikeda. Dropping, stopped by Arta. Arta powerfully from the left side. Ikeda's there. Jedden lifts his leg over the ball. Backhand 2-all. Stopped by Joseph. Joseph hard to the inside. Arta's there. Arta plays it high. Robote comes to the 9 line. Ikeda to the inside. Jedden cuts it off. Split placement caught in the air by Ikeda. Carom by Ikeda. Jedden on the run. He makes the catch. Good effort by Ikeda. Got assessed on it. That point will go to Jedden and Arta of the Chargers. Jedden serves.
Jedden's had one of his best days today. I mean, how about the defense here to track it down? Looks like he's dead on this Carom, but moves well to the outside, stops it beautifully, and then beats Ikeda to the inside there, which is all he needed to do to get that 4th point. Oh, what a
Perfect serve by
serve.
Jedden will score. That is 5 points and a possible set point for Jedden and Arta of the Chargers.
Well, Ikeda moved up on that serve because he saw where it was going to cross, and he knew that if he waited, it was going to be even more difficult. So
Try to catch it before cross, but in that case, just wasn't possible.
Simultaneous, really.
Ikeda will take this one on the forehand. Right side laid up. Jedden's there. Jedden backhand to the outside. Ikeda forehand rebote. Here's Arta. Jedden with the catch. Ikeda, forehand rebote, dropping inside, and Arta's there. Fakes the 2-all, inside placement. What a snag by Ikeda. Tries to get a backhand 2-all off. That hit the pad. Point and set for Jedden and Arta of the Chargers. That was a pretty quick set, huh?
Very quick. I mean, Arta still, picking up right where he left off in that doubles alongside Iturbide. I mean, this could be one of his strongest days, at least to begin. Arta's got a 3rd match coming up. Sulaiman and Arta will take on Urrutia and Cabrera. So he's filling in 3 matches today. Well, filling in 1, but playing 3.
You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City League Fronton in Miami, Florida.
And you got one team there. You see the Chargers conversation and some thumbs up, more of the same. I like the way that these two have played so far this season, and got 2 and 4. So still, they win here, get to 3 and 4. This team could finish at plus 500 after a particularly slow start. Then going over to that Fireball side, just a lot of talk there. An engaged team in the cage, but
You got to get the community. You got to get more.
Yeah.
And fortunately, Joseph, since the beginning, has always had a really, you think he'd get frustrated about, hey, where do you want me to stand? You want me to stand here? You want me to stand there? Where is it that you want? Tell me where you want me. Never been like that at all. Never been like that at all.
See that game day score now, 2-1 in favor of the Chargers, and then 1-0 in the match score. Chargers could, they could get a tie if they win one of these next 2 sets right here. And on a day where they started off in a 1-0 hole, pretty incredible at this stage of the game day. But we'll see here, 6-1 in that first set, but we've seen crazier comebacks too, and we've seen teams really turn it around after the first set. Cold ball, first set, you can get some wonky things happening. Set 2, we'll see how these guys come out. Fireballs will have control of the serve here. And for Arta too, figure fatigue may be a factor, but after a quick first set, I mean, he looks good. He looks about fresh, seems warmed up. It maybe could have even helped him, you could argue.
I agree.
Coming up next, we will see Lalu and Ikeda against Iturbide and Bradley. That will be Division 4 doubles. Then the finale is Division 3 with Ruti and Cabrera against Zuleika and Arta.
Ladies and gentlemen, ready to begin our second set. Joseph has the serve for the Fireballs. There's the serve. Jedden takes it, drops it. First point for Joseph and Ikeda. Joseph serves.
Jedden wanted to make a point on it. He's been effective at cutting off the serve today, throwing the shots, but just falling out of the basket.
Arta on the catch. Backhand. Low and hard. Caught in the air by Ikeda. Fine catch. He passes. Rebote. Left side by Arta. Cuts back inside. Tough catch. Ikeda makes it. Arta makes a save with control. Ikeda advances to the 5. Oh, the cortada attempt goes to the pad, and the pad is most definitely bad. 1-1. Jedden serves.
And you can just, see the pressure that's on the Fireballs, particularly Ikeda, to kill the point. He wanted to throw it so low that he crouched down and sent it, closer to the middle of the pad than the top of the pad. He had so much space there. Didn't need to be a hero. Didn't need to throw the most perfect shot we've seen. Just got to get it in. He couldn't.
Joseph picks the serve. Drop shot.
Got it.
Scores. Yeah. That's a point for Joseph and Ikeda. Joseph has the serve for the Fireballs.
You see in sports all the time, it could just be that one play that gets you back on track, and this might be it for Joseph. Best combination of the day. Cuts off the serve. Inside placement here, and Jedden just couldn't get there.
Beautiful catch by Arta. There's the backhand. Rebote dropping save by Ikeda. Jedden on the run. Has it on the forehand. Hard throw. Will score. 2-2. Jedden serves.
And rare, Ikeda committed to take that catch coming at him. Trying to go up for it. Want to hit off the back wall. That opened up well to the outside. 2-2.
Ikeda, forehand. Cortada, stopped by Arta. Backhand on the inside at the wall. Ikeda makes the save to the outside. Jedden with a tip ball at the 5 line. That's a third point for Joseph and Ikeda. Joseph serves.
And Jedden's played well. He's played well today, but now 2 misses in this set. You got to be thinking, look, we don't want to give this one away either. You don't want to get into a third set where anything could happen. The way that Arta's been catching, just let those serves pass if you're not 100%.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Arta on the catch. He winds up that 2-all. Lands good. In and scores.
The backcourt again.
It's a third point for Jedden and Arta of the Chargers. Jedden serves.
We saw in the first doubles match, if it's a soft serve, not the ice cream, the serve. Just throw, he's up at the 7 line. It's an easy 2-wall. It's right where he normally throws it and executes it perfectly.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good.
Oh, that's a double.
Double fault loss of point. That's a 4th point for Joseph and Ikeda of the Fireballs. I believe that's our first double fault of the day.
First double fault of the day, and again, third mistake in this set by Jedden. Just got to lock in. Losing focus a bit. This match is not over.
Underserve. First fault. Second serve must be good.
You only play up to 6, so, crazy things can happen. Next thing you know, you're down 3 or 4-0 still. So, you know, you don't want to play with your food either. I mean, you got the match. You've been playing well. You got to go out there and let it pass to Arta if you're not comfortable. It's the 3rd time now.
Second serve is good. Arta winds up. It's a 2-all. Joseph stops it, but he dropped it. 4-4 is the score. Jedden serves.
Right there, going right back to him. Arta, 2-all. Just throwing it with confidence today and just forcing Joseph to make a play.
I didn't get the playing with your food reference. A memo later will be fine.
It's a sports term. It might not be the most appropriate, but I couldn't think of anything else.
I need to learn. Here's the backhand by Jedden. Passes. Robote. Forehand by Ikeda. Big bounce. Arta takes it at the 10. Backhand, 2-all. Ikeda calls for it. Sidearm, carom. No one's there, and it scores.
And nothing they could do there with both chargers trapped inside. Yeah, and Ikeda's got the space to throw the carom here.
That is 5 points. Possible set point.
Yeah.
Forehand Robote, up the middle, Arta's there. Right to the corner, tough one. Ikeda makes a save. Big bounce, will score. Point and set for Joseph and Ikeda. The Fireballs are going to the 3rd and final set in just 2 minutes.
Yeah, so back to that point, it's like you're toying with someone. It's not a positive term by any means.
Oh, this is the eating of food one?
Right.
Okay.
Yeah, it's like, you know, you're playing with it's like you're toying with them. It's like, right, you're toying with, you're like, I could.
Toying with your,
with the opponent, which I said, it's not totally positive, and that's kind of like, it just felt a little too loose, the way the Chargers came out. They were like, yeah, I'm going to try to make a play, I'm going to do this, regardless of what happens, we're going to win the set, and then, you know, as I'm saying, crazy things could happen.
No, there's no question about it, especially the way the ball bounces.
Right.
And, I mean, there are wonky bounces, there are Magic City bounces, there's the other team really trying to get locked in, especially if they sense what you're saying is going on.
Right.
It's funny how, you know, because usually I'm the one who's so hyper, I mean, let's go back. I'm the one who's hypersensitive to, I'll put air quotes up, someone playing, you know, it's like anything other than catch, throw, put forth your effort. I understand if you're upset.
Yeah. I guess it was more, you know, we just see more attempts from Jen than we're used to seeing. It's like him reaching in on 2 of those serves and then throwing it.
In
like,
highlight, I mean, this I can say with absolute certainty. In highlight, if you think you have something won, good luck.
Well, right.
Good luck. If you see someone walking down the corner and say, oh, yeah, I beat this guy like 9 out of 10 times. Right. He's going to throw a Dehada 2-wall from the 12 line. That's going to land. That's going to bounce 6 times before you even take the first step to it. And you turn around and say, how did that happen? I don't know. Come back here and sit on the bench. We'll discuss it.
You know, complacency. You see it in all other sports. You see it here in highlight, too. It just, they really just, they felt confident, but sometimes, you know, that overconfidence could turn into a negative. And
not something I've ever had a problem with. People think that I have because of the way that I talk. Like the tone of my voice, they say, guy's arrogant. Far from it.
No. not this Stu.
Yeah.
Maybe another Stu. Yeah.
I wouldn't say that overconfidence is an issue. That's a historical quote, by the way. Yeah. That is a historical quote. Hubert Humphrey, 1968. Anyway.
They named a dome after him in Minnesota. That's the only sports connection I know to. I don't know what he did.
We'll talk
was he in politics or something?
We'll discuss it afterwards.
I just know the dome.
We don't want people turning off their phones and computers right now. Yeah.
It's okay.
Democratic candidate for president, 1968. Okay. And vice president.
I know the Twins and the Vikings.
There's the serve. And Jedden and Arta are on the board first in our 3rd and decisive set. Jedden serves.
A little late to react to that one was Ikeda.
Yeah.
Try to move up on it, and then, as he did, it caught the tip.
Backhand by Ikeda. Hard throw to the inside. Arta's there. Arta powerfully wall-to-wall. Robote coming way out. Ikeda stays in there. Fires it inside. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Robote coming out. Robote left side.
Yeah.
A point for Joseph and Ikeda. We're all tied up. 1-1.
Well, like the Chargers are doing, testing Joseph, you know, Ikeda can come right out and test Jedden too on the outside. Ball's coming up, I mean, so quick, it's hard to react and see it sneak by. 1-1.
Fault, underserve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and the 7. The floating serve stopped by Arta. That's a really good catch. Powerful backhand follows. Skip by Arta. Rebote forehand. Arta's there. Arta on the catch. Backhand. Powerfully thrown. Rebote, saved by Ikeda. That clears the overhead screen. Arta's got it. He winds up, puts it inside. Ikeda on the scoop on the forehand. Back to the inside. Arta's there. Big backhand by Arta. Rebote coming in low. Ikeda makes the save again. Arta on the catch, winds up. Costello 2-all. Will score.
Wide.
Beautifully thrown by Arta. Jedden and Arta with 2 points. For the Chargers, Jedden serves.
Joseph just doesn't get a great read on this 2-wall. I mean, it opens up well outside of his range, and, you know, he reacted as the ball was just a few feet in front of him. We got to credit Arta, too. He's been shooting it with confidence today from the backcourt, and he's scored on another one here. Take
Back
a look.
at the 9 line, beautifully done. Yeah,
that's, you know,
really well done.
he starts moving as the ball's almost outside the boundary. Just a little late. See if he can adjust.
It's an excellent serve by Jedden. Ikeda for the cortada. That scores. 2-2 here in the third set. Joseph serves.
And there's value in this strategy of just throwing it to the opposing front court. Look, if they're going to test Joseph, maybe the quickest way to win these points is to do it right back to Jedden, you know. That's a tough catch. Switching from left to right at the last instant, kicking off the side wall.
Arta, powerfully from the left side, dropping on the back wall. Ikeda makes a save. Beautiful catch by Arta, backhand 2-all. Will score. That's a third point for Jedden and Arta of the Chargers. Jedden serves.
Just got one by there. Again, sneaking under the basket of Joseph. Been skipping on him up there, and another one.
Powerful serve by Jedden. Caught by Ikeda. Dropping it inside and off the frame of Jedden's cesta it goes. 3-3. Joseph serves.
Well, this is what I was saying. You know, you don't want to get to this point. You overconfident in the first set. Now it's 3-3. I mean, playing up to 3, anything could happen here. 2 bounces go your way, and I don't know.
Here's a backhand by Arta. Dropping low on the back wall. Ikeda makes a save. Arta in at the 9 line. Backhand to the inside, to the corner. Ikeda makes a save again. Jedden, fine catch on the left side. Rebote forehand. Jedden has it. Winds up. Hard throw. Scoop by Ikeda. Backhand 2-all. Lands
one.
in.
Wow.
And
what
scores.
A shot. And just like that, Stu.
That's a 4th point for Joseph and Ikeda. The Fireballs, Joseph serves.
Fireballs lead late in the third set. Couldn't even imagine saying that. I mean, 10, 15 minutes ago with how slow they started in set 1, but that's why they play the game, and you can't lose focus after 1 set. Got to win 2 out of 3 in battle court.
Powerful, powerful backhand. Rebote for Ikeda. Ikeda plays it up high. Arta's there. Backhand by Arta. Ikeda gets in there. Backhand from the 8. Along the wall to Arta. He makes the scoop. Backhand 2-all.
Oh, man.
Lands in and scores. 4-4 is the score. Jedden is serving for the Chargers. Miscommunication there. I don't know if Ikeda said anything to Joseph, and Joseph wasn't going to touch it without Ikeda's permission, basically.
Yeah, and Joseph, like, getting crossed up with the communication. Like, which balls do I go for? Which do I not
That's
go
the
for?
problem,
That one
yeah.
was to Joseph's right. There's no way for Ikeda to be out there, so Felt like it was self-explanatory, but still better than just...
Jen on the catch. Powerful forehand follows. Rebote forehand by Ikeda to the inside. Arta's there. Ikeda takes it in the air. Backhand from the 8. Arta now at the 13. Rotate forehand by Ikeda back to the sidewall. Beautiful catch by Arta. Ikeda calls Joseph off. Cortada caught the pad.
Oh, man.
5 points for Jedden and Arta. Possible set, possible match point. I know Ikeda wants to kill it, and he's made some fantastic catches, and he's been covering the court well, but those cortadas have eaten him, what, that's 2 or 3?
I mean, whether he threw it 4 feet off the ground or 3.5 feet off the ground, it was still going to be the same effectiveness, and he gave away the point. Oh, man.
Fault over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line.
Been a sloppy match, I mean, really both ways with the unforced errors, but that's a killer for the Fireballs in a match that felt like they were out. I mean, they could have taken a 5-4 lead pretty easily.
Ikeda moves in, powerful backhand. Rebote coming out to Jedden. Jedden eyes on the Rebote. Powerfully
Great
thrown.
Rebote.
Ikeda reads it well, puts it inside. Archer's moving in, he's got it. Backhand, rifled. Low to the back wall, low Rebote saved by Ikeda. Backhand by Arta to the inside. Ikeda lets it pass. Rebote to the outside. Arta looking for the Rebote. He makes the save. Ikeda, forehand at the 9. Picada, big bounce. Brought in by Arta. Great catch. Rebote forehand, lower and harder. Scoop by Arta. He shoots it again. Stop by Joseph. Joseph goes high. He passes. Rebote saved by Arta. Ikeda, base full of Jedden, makes the throw, and he scores on the return, and we are at 5-5 in the 3rd set. Joseph serving. This is match point.
Well, this is kind of the moment I was referencing back in the 2nd set. You know, big favorite, you've controlled the whole match, and now it comes down to just 1 point, and the Chargers have to be
Archer's
as
got
tight
it.
as you could be.
The 2-wall hit the
pad.
pad, and the pad is bad.
My
Point
goodness.
set and match for Joseph and Ikeda, winning at 6-5 in the 3rd set.
What a comeback there by Joseph and Ikeda. Lost 6-1 in the 1st set, but they win sets 2 and 3, 6-4, 6-5, and tie up the game day. What a turnaround that was as we move to Division 4 doubles. Lalu and Ikeda take on Iturbide and Bradley.
Come on, Ikeda.
All right, boys, who we betting on?
However you bet, whoever you are, the sportsbook for every kind of player. Hard Rock Bet. Roll with us.
Take a look at that game day score now, all tied up 2-2. As we head into our final 2 matches, both doubles on this all doubles day between the Fireballs and Chargers. See that bottom row there? Those are our season-long standings. Chargers come in today. Look, half a point out of the final playoff spot, only 1.5 points outside of first place, Stu. Jam-packed this season.
Equity. Parity. No, that was it. Parity.
That's the word. There they are, Ikeda and Joseph, guys. So down 6-1 in that 1st set. What are you thinking, and what were you able to do to turn this match around and get a crucial win for your side?
Well, for that 1st set, we was down 6-1. That 2nd set, I told him, man, trust in me, man. I'm going to be there. Believe me. And caught a few balls on the outside, and, you know, we made it happen.
Yep.
Hey. It's a fire lifestyle, baby. It's a fireball lifestyle. Let's go!
You're not going to chase him down for the chain, are you? Don't chase him down for the chain. I'm not looking to chase guys around the building today.
Bring the chain.
I think the change is heavy on you, man.
Ikeda, what do you think?
Yeah.
It was a great win. We keep adding points to the team. It has been a tough days for us, but we're going to keep fighting until the end.
Hey, you're coming out in this next match, Ikeda. What are we looking out for here as you take on Iturbide and Bradley?
Well, it's going to be another tough fight. I don't want to jump to
It's okay.
conclusions.
Yeah, don't-
You have a secret plan. It's all right.
I don't
Keep
want
it
to
to
play
yourself.
that psychological team, but we're going to keep trying to win.
Awesome, guys. Well, what a comeback there for you. You got the game day close. Good luck the rest of the way, guys. Thank you.
Amor, te amo.
Division 4 doubles up next. Lalu and Ikeda ready to take on Iturbide and Bradley. Tough matchup here for the Fireballs, Lalu and Ikeda. Although they've had a pretty good start to this season, as evidenced by that record 4-2, but they're taking on one of the best teams in this division. Iturbide and Bradley 5-2 this year. Coming off of a loss against Nicholas and Kubala, so you figure this Chargers team is a little fired up to get out there again today. Iturbide looked great in his first match. Bradley also coming off of a win. But then you go over to the Fireballs too, and you got Ikeda, who, I mean, can't be much more confident than Ikeda coming out in this next match. He really picked it up in the second and third sets, catching just about everything. And he's moving into the backcourt here alongside Lalu.
First, Lalu warmed up from that first set, but still a bit of a cough. I mean, it is cold in here, so if someone does have like one of those reflex...
Did you notice that when you first, was it
there's
instantaneous?
As soon as I walked in the building. I mean, there are times where I think, I don't know, the rest, somewhere else in the building, I think that they may be having a sale on beef. I've said this before. I'm sure if you go around the back of the court where we can't see, seriously, there are sides of beef like hanging.
There has to be. There's got to be an explanation.
Sylvester Stallone's out there right now, exactly, punching the beef, breaking the ribs.
Yeah, maybe someone of the Chargers, too.
It depends upon what happens here.
Fifth match coming up next. Lalu and Ikeda ready to take on Iturbide and Bradley. These two teams matched up. That was back on the first game day, so back on September 19th. And actually, Lalu and Ikeda won that match. It was 6-1, 6-5. So one of the two losses for Iturbide and Bradley came at the hands of this Fireballs team. And you look at the makeup here with Lalu and Ikeda, both experienced players up there in the front. It's just the power, the raw power from this team that could just trip some people up. That's what happened the first time when they played against these Chargers. But you got Bradley much improved throughout the season, and Iturbide, who's gaining confidence with his shots. He's worked through a new basket at the beginning of the year, too. So a bunch of factors that led to that first loss. But see what they got here. Whistle's blown. We're ready to begin our fifth match. Well, again, folks, those joining us late, match number 4 was forfeited before the game day started and forfeited by the Chargers, so the Fireballs got the win there. So we are ready into match number 5 with the game day tied 2-2. Lalu and Ikeda will serve to Iturbide and Bradley. Served by Lalu. We begin our fourth match. Hard forehand by Bradley. Into the corner. Ikeda goes down to the ground, makes a sweeping save. Ikeda, hard backhand. Iturbide steps back to the 11 line, takes it in overhead. Bradley full wind up. Lalu got out of the way. Ikeda lined it up off the side wall.
What a catch.
Iturbide, what a grab there, crossing at the 10 line, floats it back, Ikeda. This one dropping right to the costado of Iturbide. That 2-wall opens and it scores. First point of our fifth match to the Chargers.
Lalu certainly familiar with that from his first meeting with Iturbide up there in the front court today.
Yeah, and coming off of a loss, too, for the Chargers, you figure Iturbide is going to open it up a little more. Because when they go down, he just starts firing, usually to a high degree of success. Backhand, taken in by Iturbide. Sends one up. Ikeda runs around it, keeps it on the left side. Iturbide pulls it right off the wall. Great grab. This one gets by Ikeda. Rebote for Lalu. Control to the inside. That's tipped. Right off the side wall. 1-1. Tied up.
Both front quarters playing pretty deep, too. I mean, both both Lalou and Iturbide back behind, consistently behind the 8 line. See Ikeda, well, you can't see him because you see Lalou, but Ikeda standing close, prepared for, I'm guessing, a drop shot.
Iturbide's got the serve, sends it high to pass. Ikeda committed, tries to get out there. He does make a great save. Clean miss by Iturbide. Bradley lines it up, sends it into the corner. That's dropping Lalou. Got to play the rebote, though, too high. It's up into the overhead screen. 2 points for the Chargers.
Lalou called him off, but it was Ikeda really did have the better play on that. Lalou's got a bit more power there, but
that's an overserve. First fault, second serve coming up. Iturbide there at the 9 line. Sends it up. Ikeda picks it off at the 11. This one dropping. Look at Ikeda. Goes down to the ground, makes a save, but Iturbide has a drop shot, drops it in, and it scores. Got 2 bounces and a 3rd point for the Chargers.
Iturbide has just been spot on both in the first match and now. The 2-all's been landing well. Inside placement, drop shot there. All very well done.
Ikeda gets in there on the right side, sends it up high.
Ooh.
Right into that corner. Bradley gets out of the way. Iturbide lays up the rebote. Costado straight inside. Didn't go for the scoop. Tried to save the right side rebote. Acrobatic, but just missed. 2nd point for the Fireball.
Bradley does have, you hear me say almost every time he's out there, it's an unconventional style, but it works for him. It works for him. However, that forehand, had he gotten that rebote, I mean, literally the only place it could have gone was from his cesta into Ikeda's back.
Love the effort, but
yeah. No, the effort.
If Ikeda would, yeah.
Yeah.
Bradley makes a tough catch and just blasts the forehand. Wall to wall. Lalou steps inside, makes the play. Now Bradley from the 12. High, hard throw. Ikeda picks it off. Now Iturbide. Puts it inside. Ikeda waits for it to cross, sends it back up. Takes Bradley to the outside of the court. Takes a look. Sends it over the Fireball's heads. Ikeda running out of real estate. Makes the catch deep into the backcourt. Iturbide moving up on it. Shoots another drop shot. Dropped in again to score. 4-2 lead for the Chargers.
Ikeda's frustrated. Not even so much that he misses, that he got a cesta on it. And again, if you can touch it with your cesta, you can catch it. Not that it's easy. Nothing easy about it. All right, so here it is. It's dropping. It's dropping. It's dropping. No.
I guess it was on the bounce.
Yeah.
Looks to. It's hard to tell. Yeah. I thought it was still.
Well, yeah, we're standing behind him. Standing? Sitting. The cold's throwing me off.
Rebote forehand. Turned over the top by Lalou. Ooh.
Oh!
That was tipped in the corner. That's his 3rd point now for the Fireballs, Lalou and Ikeda.
So was it? It happened so fast. Was it a clean miss by Iturbide and then Bradley ran out of room, or?
I'm not sure what happened. It looked like Iturbide tipped it, and it just may have been a late call, but it kind of stuck in Bradley's basket, and he didn't throw it either. So there was a hold or something not right. Karam from the outside.
Oh, Ikeda called it.
Ikeda got there, makes the catch, sends it back up the middle. Bradley This one beats Lalu inside, but Ikeda has his
Ikeda
back
called
up.
it again.
Outside placement. Picked up on the bounce. Iturbide shoots a cortada. That's kicking off the wall. Picked up by Lalu. Low running return. Look at Bradley crouching down. Then the carom. Oh, but that's out. 4-4 is the score. Fireball serve.
There is a lot of frenetic activity going on the court there. I mean, just tremendous play by Bradley. It's always exciting to see him on the court.
Robote left side there by Lalu. Kicks up, right back to Bradley. Ikeda, 13 line, floats it back inside. Bradley lines it up right off the sidewall. Backhand, not enough. Lalu, Costado straight inside. Bradley looking for it. Ooh, Iturbide got in there, plays it just above the pad. Lalu moving up. Sends it high, trying to pass.
what a
but
catch.
Bradley
Please
cuts
duck.
it off,
Okay,
sends it
threw it
right
out there.
back inside. There's Ikeda, got it just before it crossed. Iturbide's Robote, beautifully controlled, right back up the middle, Ikeda. Outside, cut off overhead, Iturbide's got it. Sends it back inside, three-wall play, Lalu. Drops the Robote at Bradley's feet. Picks it up along the inside at the 11 line, tough one, Lalu gets up to it. Now Bradley from the 10, makes a stop on the left side, Ikeda reaches outside, makes the stop. Now Bradley, high and hard, caught. On the right side of Ikeda, he blasts one back in.
Beautiful throw.
Drops it between the Chargers. Now Iturbide has to save the Robote. Lalu moves up on it. Straight to the inside. That's
What a
scoop
catch.
by Bradley. What a play, you're right, Stu. Robote turned inside, right to Iturbide. 2-wall by Iturbide. Stopped by Lalu. His carom scores from the outside. 5 points and a possible set point for the Fireball.
Smart play with control, good communication between Ikeda and Lalu. Lalu had him dead to rights on the carom. Both Chargers inside. Carom scores. Well done.
Bradley lines it up, forehand, hard up the middle. Ikeda kicks it off the sidewall. Iturbide, nice catch. Our backhand follows, stopped in the corner. Ikeda goes down, gets up. Robote high to the inside.
Floater.
Ikeda moving
That's a
gingerly.
high floater.
Makes the catch. Ikeda stops it on the right side. Quick release back over the top, looking for the bounce. Bradley reaches up high. Now Ikeda from the 11 line, straight to the inside. Iturbide makes a stop. Catch along the sidewall. Ikeda floats one up. Iturbide steps back to the 10. Now a forehand. High to the inside, crossing. That's dropping. Iturbide makes the save. Catch overhead, Lalu. Bradley. Hard throw up at the 11 line, comes right up the middle. Lalu turns it from the left side. Bradley all alone makes another good pickup. Backhand high to the outside. Lalu still going out that way. Puts it above the pad. It scores. Point and set. Fireballs close it out 6-4. 2 minutes. Come back and play. Set number 2.
Really well done by Lalu. He found the spot, crossed it inside, and it scored. Fireballs take the first set. You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City Jai-Alai Fronton in Miami, Florida. Here we are in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Players taking the breaks back here in between sets and to prepare for matches. So Ikeda playing back-to-back. Again, we have the scratch of Ubia. A couple players on the Chargers. Not a couple players, specifically Arta playing a little overtime here. communication between these fireballs. Ikeda there in the foreground. Lalu seated next to him. Spot on. Lalu also able to get some shots off in this first set that hadn't been working for him earlier in the game day. There you see Zulaika talking with Bragley. Bragley always taking in the feedback of his teammates. And once again, just what a fantastic 2025 Bragley has had. Court positioning, catching, that power. Here's some replays. See Bragley off both feet, makes the catch deep in the cesta, no bobbling. Gets it off. And some of the opposing front quarters that didn't get the message early on where Bragley's concerned. And not just Bragley. I mean, Julian has the same thing. When they catch it on the right side, they control it and they extend pretty far on that forehand. And there's a few players that like to lean in, maybe give themselves an extra millisecond of time to try to get there. I'm sure it may make a difference, but I can tell you when it is going to make a difference if one of them steps in front of that forehand. I mean, that will make all the difference in the world.
Don't want to see that. And there's been some close calls, but, nothing that's been too close.
Well, no, there has been.
No, I say, what, now that I say it, there's like 5 things that come to mind. It's like a flashback,
Yeah, my chair used to have seatbelts on it. They kindly removed them after. There's the serve.
3. There's the serve. We begin our second set. Catch up the middle. Bradley lines it up. Right over their heads. Ikeda. Iturbide cuts it off. This comes shooting off the back wall. Lalu turns it. Get inside. Look at Iturbide. Comes flying across the court to make that catch again. Ikeda. Spinning save. Tries to get it back. Iturbide stops it overhead. Floats one deep. Robote forehand turned over the top. Iturbide makes the catch. Ikeda
eyes on the ball.
Takes it outside. Forehand coming right back to Iturbide. Nice stop along the inside. Lalu kind of lost his footing. Oh, Iturbide just got there before the second bounce. Floats it back now. Ikeda cut along the inside. Iturbide fires it deep. Wall to wall. Lalu still going inside. Turns it to the outside. Bradley takes off. Full reach.
Wow.
That's a carom. It doesn't open. Ikeda from the outside. His forehand crosses, and it's picked up by Bradley. All back to normal now. Ikeda from the inside at the 11. Cut off there is Iturbide.
Iturbide's got to have some bat-like sonar where that ball's concerned.
He's always one that's trying to get in there a little early, too.
Yeah,
So
and with Bragley, he's not ducking down very much. I mean, he must know something we don't, but it looks close. I mean, real close.
Ikeda over his head again, but Iturbide steps back, cuts it off right along the side wall. Lalu whips the Robote inside. It's dropping. Iturbide turns it 2 walls. Oh, not enough. Lalu opens up for the carom. That's in. It sneaks by to score. First point of set 2. Those to the fireballs. Iturbide taking off, looked like what, a piece of the center or something?
Something in his helmet, maybe? Yeah.
Oh, yeah, helmet string, some string.
Well, think about that. If you're trying to catch the ball or avoid the ball, and you got something flying in front of your face.
Yeah, it was a black string, and the Cinta's purple. Colors have never been my strength.
Well, you identified black and purple comfortably, so you've made progress. Moving on. What a backhand.
Backhand into the corner. Robote forehand, whip to the inside, right between the Chargers again. Iturbide makes the save. Ikeda waiting for it. Turns it back over the top. Oh, but Iturbide has it lined up. There's a 2-wall. That ties it up, 1-1. Tough one there. Iturbide gets the 2-wall, shoots it early. That's how they built that lead in the first set. See if they can do it again in set 2. Lalu, though, he takes a serve. Inside
that's
placement.
a little hard.
Oh, a little too high. Bradley tracks it down, sends it back inside. Ikeda makes the play.
Oh my, what a catch.
Iturbide flying into the backcourt, makes the catch with one hand, then Ikeda floats one back. Bradley from the 13 line. High and hard, this one's coming out. Robote turned inside, caught by Bradley.
That's a tough one.
Tough save by Lalu. Gives it back to Iturbide in the middle of the court. He sends it inside. What a scoop. But
Juggling.
Was juggled. Juggling the call, and a second point for the Chargers.
So now, if the ball rolls up on the side, I mean, it's real difficult to explain, but if the ball is in the cesta, never loses contact with the surface of the cesta, kind of rolls up onto the frame and stays on, that's not juggling, but that was juggling.
Ikeda handles that serve, forehand. Over Iturbide's head, but he comes back, just lays it up. Lalu, Costado straight inside. That's on the wall. Tough one for Bradley, but he turns it. Ooh, Ikeda just out of the way. Lalu safely gets a throw off. Bradley lines it up at the 11. That one passes into the corner. Lalu turns it back inside. Scoop. Clean miss. There's the Karam from the backcourt. Lalu smashes it up under the front. Karam will score. Just like that, we are tied 2-2.
Getting close out there. Not talking about the score.
No, it's, yeah.
Beautiful catch here by Lalu. Back
Ball's
over
moving
the top.
fast, and there's not a lot of space. But it's been close a bunch of times. Bradley again. Nice catch off a tough serve. Passing into the corner, left side Robote. Right up the middle, Bradley picks it up on the bounce. Catch by Ikeda, comes over the top for the inside. Iturbide with a drop shot. Ikeda moves up, makes the catch, forehand, rifled inside, scoop, missed. 3-2 lead now for the Fireballs.
I believe it's appropriate to say that Ikeda was bound and determined not to be beaten on another inside placement drop shot. He gets there, and he just rifles this back low. Bradley's been catching great. That one just goes off the frame.
Bradley's got it on the right side this time. Back to Lalu, though, up at the 8. He blasts it. Oh, runner that comes shooting off the back wall. Iturbide controls it. Get a lot of power on it, though. Ikeda from the back. Comes over the top. Bradley waiting for it on the right side. Catch by Lalu. Pulls it in off the side wall. Floats it back. It's coming way out. Iturbide turns it inside. Ikeda calling for Lalu. Gets back in there. Big bounce going way up.
What a catch.
So does Bradley. Makes it up high on the right side. Tough Robote. That was stuck to the side wall. It scores for the Chargers. They get their third, and we're tied up.
Bradley just consistently makes the extraordinary look not simple, but commonplace. Phenomenal catch by Bradley. Puts it back on the sidewall. Just beautifully done.
Ikeda handles the serve. Opens up with the left side. That narrowly clears the screen. Now Iturbide sends it back. Ikeda, beautiful grab.
Ikeda's catching's really been on today.
Robote dropping, Lalu, 2-wall. Stop on the outside, forehand return, coming back, Ikeda looking for it.
Perfect read.
What positioning there by Ikeda, he makes the save. Now Bradley from the 10 line, comes back over the top. Ikeda makes the catch, sends it up high. Bradley takes it in, back at the 12. Ikeda shoots this one low. No play for Iturbide, Bradley all alone. Stops it on the right side, coming right up the middle. Back to Lalu. Low bullet missed along the side wall. The Fireballs jump out ahead 4-3.
Keeping it close to the sidewall. Bradley's been as reliable as anybody there in the backcourt. That one Just got by him. A thumbs up and a salute from his front quarter saying, don't worry about it. Shake it off. Next point's up.
Bradley handles that one. Backhand. Dropped right in the corner while Lou's got to go to the floor. Iturbide has a costado. The 2-wall is out. And the call has been challenged by the Chargers. So, team captain Zulaika, for the record, he was the one that called for the challenge. Iturbide was thinking about. So the 2-wall was thrown by, was Iturbide, right? And they called it out.
Yes.
So again, if this ball, upon review, still deemed out of play, the point will go to the Fireballs. But if it's ruled that it landed in, that point will go to the Chargers. Pretty simple case here.
Very straightforward. It was either in or not.
Yeah, the only time where it wouldn't be so simple is when there's an opponent that could potentially make a play on that ball on the outside. But in that case, it's either in or it's out. And I'll tell you what, this could be one of the quickest reviews we've ever had. Upon review, that ball was ruled in. The call has been overturned. That is a 4th point for the Chargers, and we are tied 4-4 is the score.
4-4 here in the second set.
Yeah, that, again, one of the quicker ones we're going to see, but hey, that's why you have the review. Get it right, ball is ruled in, and now we're tied 4-4. And Chargers do retain their challenge as well if they need to look for another one later on. But Lalu cuts off that serve. Hard right up the middle. Iturbide looking for it, turns it inside. Ikeda not going to make the catch. Now the Chargers lead at 5-4. They have a possible set point.
Ball thrown beautifully by Iturbide to the inside, again, right at the feet of Ikeda. Ikeda's catching's been spectacular. Really all game day.
Well, that serve right to Lalu, but dropped it. Point and set. The Chargers take it 6-4. We've got a third set coming up in just 2 minutes. Wow, 6-4 Fireballs and 6-4 Chargers. They come back in set number 2 in an even game day. 2-2 in our 5th match. Back over in the cage, high fives on the Chargers side. Iturbide and Bradley forcing a third set. That's all they can do right there. And they had to work for it, Stu. Not easy. Not like they had the lead the whole way. I mean, they were down most of the way. That was a big challenge, though. 4-3. Called out. Replay said, no, that ball was in fact in, and then they get 3 straight points.
You're watching Battle Court live from the Magic City League Fronton in Miami, Florida. Here we are back in the ESPN3 DraftKings Players Cage. Players taking the breaks back here in between sets and to prepare for matches. I'm guessing that's Bradley's other jersey.
Yeah, looks like could be that purple, huh?
I was going to say, if not, someone's going, hey, I was going to wear that.
So you hope that's his.
One of Andrew Buckman's golf shirts being used there to sanitize the helmet.
I've seen that design before. I didn't know they made that. Yeah. I haven't seen that shirt.
It's a very popular pattern, Andrew. Bradley again, said it before, I'll say it again. Wow, I really didn't mean for that to rhyme, but it just kind of did. 2025. 2025 has been just such a good year for Bradley. Here we have Ikeda on the left, Lalu on the right of your screen. Lalu. I hadn't paid attention before to see if Lalu was someone who frequently tied and untied his cesta, but he's had a good tie throughout this match.
Yeah, it doesn't look like he's coming out, that cesta. Yeah, whatever Lalu does, seems to be right. Guy throws the ball hard. So if he keeps it in, hey. Like Jairo, too. Great right side. Keeps his hand in the basket. Bradley, right side,
Yep.
But I guess that's more of a the commonality. That's not really much of a.
It really,
yeah,
it really is a
no
personal
science
preference,
to it,
and the
yeah.
truth of the matter, no, there's not, and it's how it feels. If it feels good, you may want to leave it, but I'm personally a believer in no, you take the cest off frequently.
Keep it in there
exactly.
tight, you know.
Exactly.
Proper tie.
Fresh with a proper tie each time.
Third set coming up, Stu. Alou will serve. Alou serves. Set 3 is underway with a nice grab by Bradley to start things off. Controls the backhand, but Alou runs under it. Bradley, forehand, high to the inside. Ikeda steps up, not going to let it touch the floor. Iturbide crashes into the wall, hits it up. Now Ikeda, forehand. High crossing to the inside, dropping for Iturbide. Makes a save. Now Ikeda from the 10 line. Multi left side, Iturbide. Wild swing. Oh, Ikeda tracked it down on the outside. Forehand return. Crossing the wall. Bradley, great catch.
Wow.
Switches from left to right at the last instant. Forehand dropped inside. Iturbide all the way backed up to the 10.
Ikeda just looks so comfortable these last couple throws.
Iturbide, Costado inside. Scoop by Ikeda. Sends it deep. Trying to pass. He does. Bradley gets out of the way. Iturbide lays up the rebote. Now Alou inside
What
placement.
a scoop.
That's scooped up beautifully on the left side of Bradley. Now Bradley. Goes over the top, dropping inside. Look at Alou, just did get up there. Now Iturbide, 9 line to the inside. Ikeda's got it right along the wall. Back to Bradley from the 11. Kicks it inside. Ikeda makes the catch overhead. Holds one deep. Right between the chargers there. Iturbide's rebote. Oh, wow, that got away from him, and that's out of play.
And that is really it. It just got away from him. The momentum of the ball coming off the back wall, setting the pace for the rebote. Again, that ball on the rebound off the back wall, you don't stop and catch it. You take it at the speed it's coming at you and try to do something with it. That one just sailed to the overhead screen, out of play.
Bradley, another tough catch off a powerful serve. Coming hard right up the middle. World Jai left side. This one's got a big bounce. Bradley reaches up high, controls it, fires it back. Now Alou, inside placement on the rebote. Puts it on the wall. Bradley takes it right off. Bradley on the run. Makes a catch outside. Forehand coming up the middle. Alou stops this one. Low runner inside.
Tricky
Bradley
one.
again. Now Alou from the 9, floats it up, narrowly clears the screen. Rebote. Turn on the right side of Iturbide, dropping for Alou. Back inside, Iturbide crashes into the wall. Backhand, who that really died, has a tough spin. Ikeda controls it. Bradley full lined up. Between the fireballs again, Alou saves it on the backhand. Up the middle, Iturbide didn't want it. Here's Bradley. Shoots this one a little bit lower. Ikeda steps in front. Rebote left side. Caught inside Alou. Low bullet. Stopped by Bradley. Gate a 3-wall play. Iturbide backpedaling. Makes the save to the outside. Alou steps back, cuts it off, sends it along the wall. Bradley, great catch on the forehand to keep things going. Rebote left side. Turn just above the pad. Alou. Inside placement, it's a splitter, it opens and scores. Caught the crack, it opened up and makes it 2-0. Oh, fortunate kick.
Yeah.
Sidewall first.
Landed him beautifully.
Hard serve is an ace. 3-0 lead here for Alou and Ikeda.
Well, we know Alou has that ace. We've seen it throughout Battle Court. both at the beginning of 2025 and more recently, just not today. We saw it there. Wow.
Bradley comes over the top. Ikeda calls him off. Charging down the inside, picks it up on the bounce. Now Iturbide backed up to the 10. Low bullet stopped along the inside from Lalu. Forehand crossing. Here's Bradley from the 12 line. High and hard. Caught along the inside. There's Ikeda.
Ooh. Tough catch.
Ikeda from the 12 line. Floats it up. There's Bradley. Full windup. Oh, Ikeda, no fear, steps back, makes the catch all the way on the back wall. Now Iturbide hard to the inside. Lalu, early call, makes the save. Doesn't get a lot on it. Iturbide, good reach. Hard throw up the middle. Scoop, missed. It's going to get the Chargers on the board here. Our third set.
Yeah, nothing easy about that for Ikeda. You move up and try to take it in the air. Hits the floor before you get there. You come up with a scoop. Just in and out of Ikeda's cesta. But I'll tell you, Ikeda's catching today has been as good as I think I've ever seen. And looking really loose. Really loose with throws. Court positioning has been excellent. Great play all the way around.
It's been a great day for him. Scoop by Bradley. Gets the forehand off clean. Ikeda steps back in, takes it off the side wall. Inside placement there. Oh, Ikeda backing up, makes a tough grab. Forehand sticks along the side wall. It scores for Ikeda. 4-1 lead now in this third set.
Yeah, if you're Ikeda, you work that hard to make that catch. You just don't want to lay it up and have the guy throw a 2-all at you. The fact that he got it back on the wall, Arimala got it on the wall where it stays on the wall the entire way. Really well done. And there's no luck in that. That's intent. You hope it works, and in that case, it worked.
Hard serve. Iturbide stepped in front of it. 2-wall scores. Chargers get their second.
Yeah, so that was a really powerful serve by Lalu. Iturbide just stepped in front of it. Positioned himself perfectly to make the catch and killed it. That is just so well done. Beautifully played by Iturbide.
Ikeda on the right side. Forehand crossing, Iturbide looking for it. Saves it to the outside.
Perfect placement.
It does. Hits the cage, and that scores. So just like that, it's a 1-point deficit.
It benefits anyone.
Look at this kick. I mean, then a 2-wall, and it's straight outside.
Yeah.
Bote saved by Iturbide, big bounce. Ikeda tracks it down along the inside, comes back over the top.
Oh.
Tough one. Bradley picks it up. That one caught the screen. It's out of play. 5 points in a possible set, possible match point. Some confusion as to whether it hit, but the Chargers were quick to say, no, that was a good call.
It's always nice when your own team helps clarify it for you.
Helps call me, because if it's me.
If it's you,
if it's me, I would not be able to call that. We'll wait after this serve. Powerful serve handled by Bradley. Whips it to the inside. Caught by Ikeda. Comes charging inside. Forehand. Ooh, picked off by Iturbide. That one drops right in the corner. Lalu makes the save. Iturbide moves in. Straight to the inside. That scores. So it's a 1-point deficit. 4 points now for the Chargers. Still a possible set and match for the Fireballs. But to get back to that point, if you think that you're right, that could stick with you. But if you know that you're immediately wrong and someone's telling you on your team, that'll just, okay, I'm wrong.
I like that assessment.
That could just get you back on track.
Excellent explanation.
Ikeda Left side again. Bradley ducks out of the way. Iturbide lays up the rebote. Caught along the side wall. Walu. There's Bradley from the 12 line. Hard throw. Ikeda
Tough one.
got out. Walu
Too
sent
high.
it up a little too high. So we are tied up here at 5-5. This is match point with the game day tied 2-2. Boy, how often do you see this? Last point of a third set and a tie game day. Both of these teams vying for a final playoff spot. I mean, this is a big point, Stu. The winner of this point will secure a tie for their team in the game day. Should we go on?
No, you're doing a great job.
There may be more. There's the serve. Ooh, a mighty overserve there. That is a first fault. Second serve coming up.
Yeah, yeah.
Well,
Yeah.
for me at least, you just
I
wonder
haven't seen an
on
oversteer like that since 2018
Like
on this court. Yeah, that.
Like, how do you Iturbide is a pro. I mean, I assume he will, but to control the next serve may be a little difficult after a big miss, but as expected, got it right in. Ikeda sends it over Iturbide's head, backing up. He makes a nice scoop. Catch inside at the 11 line. Ikeda sends it back. Iturbide pulls it in. Long rebote. Lalu sends it inside. Bradley ducks.
At
That
the
one
side
crosses
wall.
late. Iturbide saves it. Lalu from the costado. Inside placement. Called Bradley off.
What a
a
save.
save as he crashed in the side wall.
Oh,
Then
what a
Bradley
catch.
goes up at the 10 line. Forehand clears everyone out. Lalu still going up at the 5. Whips it inside. Right to
Is he gonna shoot it?
Iturbide. 2-wall for the win.
He is gonna
Lalu
shoot it. It's
tracks
gonna be
it down.
stopped.
There's a forehand return. And
Oh, get out of the
Bradley
way,
picks
everybody,
it off.
please.
Ikeda now in the middle of the court. Great control again. Bradley all alone. He makes the catch overhead. 3-wall play. Lalu to the outside. High, hard return. Bradley ducks. Iturbide comes cross court again. That ate him up. Lalu gets it off. Oh, but throws it right to Iturbide. Forehand dropping. Ikeda stepped in front of it. And that
the
caught the
string.
rail just above the front wall.
What a match.
Point, set, and match. The Chargers come back, win it on the final point, 6-5 in the third and final set. What a win that was. A back and forth game day. It's the Chargers that steal one right out of the Fireball's hands and jump out to a 3-2 lead as we move over to the finale. Urrutia and Cabrera take on Zuleika and Arta. Division 3 doubles will close out the day. Let's take a look at some replays from that fifth match. 2-wall there, opening up wide to score. Got things early, then Iturbide. A couple drop shots there.
They were working for him. Took Ikeda a little bit, but then he got on top of it, and I forgot it was the second or third set. Yeah, this one bounced just in front of him.
What a catch there by Brad. I mean, that hurt me just watching that. And then a catch there by Bradley. Beautiful in the middle of the court, Iturbide.
Fearless.
What more can you say about this team? Play so well together. Ball tipped by Ikeda. Then to the inside here. Look at this patience, the communication. I mean, the trust that Iturbide is going to be there.
So
Foot
well
on the
done.
wall, makes the save. I believe this is at 5-5, right? It's his last point. Still another replay from it. And then Ikeda's rebote. Yep, you can see there, just catches the rail. Ref's on it, and the Chargers complete the comeback. Take a look at our season standings up there, and you see, I mean, pretty jam-packed, Stu. 1.5 separating all 6 of our teams right now, and I mean, a win here for the Chargers on the game day would put them all the way up into a tie for second place. The Fireballs, best case, would move up into a tie as well if they win this last match. We're going to hear from our winners, Iturbide Bradley. There they are. Congratulations, guys. What a comeback there in the end. Bradley, can you describe what's going through your guys' head in that third set late with everything on the line?
I just remembered the last game that we were playing, and they took us out in that first set, and it was hard to come back from that. And I just wanted to keep on putting the pressure on and do what I needed to do, make the saves I needed to, and keep on making it tough for them.
Awesome, guys. What a great win for you. Secured at least a tie. We'll see if you can get the win up next. Thank you.
Yeah, thank you. Awesome work. Yeah, let's go. Let's do it. Let's go Chargers.
Last match of the game day, Division III doubles. That'll bring out Urrutia and Cabrera for the Fireballs against Zuleika and Arta for the Chargers. This Fireballs team, Urrutia Cabrera, 3-3 so far this regular season. Zuleika and Arta just 1-5. Urrutia Cabrera did win the previous matchup between these two, and they'll need it again to get some points. Chargers lead the game day 3-2. Fireballs have the serve to begin this final one of the day.
We're ready to begin our match. Urrutia has a serve. There's the serve. We begin. Art on the catch. Backhand. Cabrera's there. Backhand from the 11. Arta reaching into the 13 line to make the catch. Rebote. Zuleika's there, winding up. Scoop by Cabrera. Urrutia now from the 10 line. Powerful backhand right to the corner, and Arta's there, pulling it off the wall. Rebote, the rebound off the back wall, played by Zuleika. Caught by Urrutia. Urrutia placement back inside, and a great catch and return by Zuleika. Rebote forehand. Great catch by Urrutia. Placement inside. Archer reads it. Gets up there. Stops it. Here's the backhand. Rebote by Zuleika. Catch by Cabrera. Cabrera throws this powerfully. Rebote comes out straight up the middle. Beautiful scoop by Cabrera. Artanel from the 10 line. Another powerful backhand by Arta. Cabrera's there. Cabrera again. Rebote, the rebound off the back wall. Missed on the forehand of Urrutia. First point for our final match goes to Zuleika and Arta of the Chargers. Zuleika serves.
Well, tremendous first point. A lot of rallying going on. Just kind of getting warmed up, for Urrutia. As for Zuleika as well. Both their first match of the day because match 4 was forfeited. So they've been waiting here a while, just trying to get warmed up, and you can expect some lengthier points here to get things going.
At this point, I'm picturing some of those heating blankets, that you see on the sidelines, of
sure.
the Steelers and stuff like that. It's one of many teams, of
benches
course.
these days too. Technology, it's crazy.
Do they really?
It's crazy stuff. We might need him back here soon.
Rebote beautifully played by Cabrera. Ooh. What a catch by Arta up high. Urrutia on the rebote. Arch is there. Backhand. Cabrera off the wall. Backhand from the 10 line.
Oof, what a catch. It's been his day.
Really has been. He's been playing Arch we're talking about. He's been playing absolutely fantastic.
Chance to win his third match also right here.
I think he said it earlier in the interview, that you're playing some, he knows that he's substituting, so just go out there and do the best he can. Urrutia blasts that 2-all home there to score. We're tied up 1-1. Urrutia serves for the Fireballs.
Well, there's Urrutia. Goes up with the 2-all here. Look at how fast he's moving in and then throws it under control, snaps it in. It's a blur and it scores.
It's a blur even in slow motion. We've had that issue throughout 2025 with Urrutia and a couple other players up in the front. They move so quick. And heaven forbid Urrutia and Benetrix are on the court at the same time. Here's a backhand by Arta. Yeah, that's pretty tense. That's like, that is just, what a competition. Here's a catch by Arta. There's the backhand. Cabrera from the 12 line. Arta from the 12 line to the inside. Cabrera. Arta now from the 12. Rebote for Urrutia. Hard to the inside. Zulaika cuts it off at the 6. Backhand along the wall. Stopped by Cabrera. Arta again pulling it off the wall at the 12 line. Rebote left side. Hard to the inside with a kick. Arta will let this pass. Makes the save. Urrutia reaches out. Velo stopped by Zulaika. Urrutia's return stopped by Zulaika. And there's no stopping that one from Zulaika. 2 points for Zulaika and Arta. Zulaika serves.
Well, I'll tell you what, Urrutia came sprinting into the backcourt. He was going to save that Rebote by the 3rd bounce. I mean, look at this. Straight
it's
outside.
So hard.
How about that catch by Zulaika, and then this catch by
He's
Urrutia
right back out there.
Steps on the net and still maintains his footing. And this one to the inside.
He takes off.
And you'll see him up here in the backcourt, too. He is so quick. Urrutia.
What a catch by Urrutia. Costado blasted inside to score.
Right back.
2-2. Urrutia serves for the Fireballs.
And that's what makes Urrutia such an exciting young player. I mean, how many can do this? I mean, picks a tough serve, blasted on the floor, straight inside and right at Arta's feet. Then you have the foot speed, the defense, I mean, the shots. I mean, really the complete package, and still growing, still developing on this court.
Oh, no question about it. And in his highlight career.
Yes, he's still young.
Ball tipped off the serve. That's 3 points for Urrutia and Cabrera. Urrutia serves. Wait, he's 22?
Oh, Stu.
22 or 23?
Yeah.
And generally in highlight, you know, players, some players come out, you know, they really start dominating earlier. But realistically, 27 through 32.
It's kind of more like baseball, where I think you hit your prime closer to your 30s,
yes.
young 30s.
Because there's really a lot of control there.
Right, but also you can be tremendous as a young player too. It's just skill, you know. Some people have it.
Here's the backhand by Arta.
It's scary to think where we'll be in a few years with the amount of guys we have, like 23 to 25 or 26.
Oh, it's fantastic. It's just great to be a part of, Andrew. Yeah. That's Battle Court. That goes off the tip. And scores for Zulaika and Arta. 3-3. Zulaika serves for the Chargers.
I felt like it sounded like, too, that ball kind of died when it hit the front wall. And Urrutia just caught it right on the tip of his basket. So it could be evidence of that for sure. Look at where he's reaching in. It's
off that side wall, yeah.
Right off the front tip.
It almost looked like he tried to get his cesta out of the way to give Cabrera a play on the ball and just didn't do it quickly enough. Outside serve, beautifully executed by Zulaika. That's a tough scoop by Cabrera. Zulaika's there, backhand from the 7, hard to the inside, and Cabrera's there. Backhand 2-all, Zulaika scoops it. Urrutia grabs this, hard throw, Arta makes the catch.
Dangerous.
Scoop by Arta, there's the backhand. Urrutia calls for the rebote. Zulaika has it backhand from the 8 line. Wall to wall from the left side. Rebote forehand. Right to the left side of Zulaika. Scoop. High on the left side of Cabrera. Arta will let it pass. Rebote save. Urrutia with control midcourt. Powerful forehand. Scooped up deep in the backcourt by Arta. Rebote forehand, up and away. That's out of play. 4 points for Zulaika and Arta of the Chargers. Zulaika serves.
Another point where hard to mention the front court play without the support from the back quarters. These guys doing so much work back here. And Arta still, talked about it all day long.
In his third match and just back here catching the way he's been doing all day today.
It's been phenomenal. And I think Arta, he was the one that repaired the wall. So good things come back to people that do good, And Arta's
repair work. I'm sorry, folks. Yeah. It's not within camera view. We can't share it with you, but I'm telling you something.
But, just building up some good karma on his side.
Hey, maybe we get Battle Court on HGTV. EPO? Here's a catch by Cabrera. Here's the backhand.
It has legs, still. This idea has legs.
I'm always thinking. Cabrera at the sidewall. That's a tough catch. Back to the sidewall. Arta's there. Equally tough catch. Hard backhand. Here's the rebote. Zulaika reaches behind him.
Oof, great grab.
Arta again, high on the left side. Cabrera now from the 12. Rebote, the rebound off the back wall, fired from the forehand of Zulaika. Rebote for Urrutia. Little clip off the side wall. Arta's there. Backhand by Cabrera. Cabrera from the 12. On the inside, Zulaika. Forehand rebote to the outside. Urrutia.
Not going to get it.
That ball died coming off the back wall. That's a 5th point for Zulaika and Arta. Possible set point.
And landed on top of the ball, too. That can't feel all too good. But really, you noticed, too, not a lot on that rebote. Coming out, that was about maybe a foot.
He threw it hard, but where it hit the side, where it hit the back wall, he gets enough power about that behind it.
Yeah, you see he's lunging towards the back wall, going down to the ground, all signs that
Something
ball's
we've talked
coming
about,
in lower.
when you start the fall.
Yeah. If you start it too early, it could mess up the whole timing and rhythm.
Fault, underserve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Scoop by Zulaika. There's the backhand. Arta on the catch. Beautiful throw by Urrutia. Here's the catch and return by Arta. Cabrera on the backhand. Arta from the 12 line to the inside. Urrutia will let it pass. It's dropping. Saves the rebote. Zulaika picks it up on the bounce. Placement inside. Scooped up on the left side of Cabrera. Beautiful catch by Zulaika. That took off and hit the rail just above the front wall, which is out of play. First set goes to Zulaika and Arta. 2 minutes go on the board. Come back out. Play our next set.
Good job, guys.
Some frustration on the side of the Fireballs there as they make their way off the court. But that man right there, Arta, having one of his best days of the season. We're going to give the Chargers a full point if they can win the game day here, a move all the way up into a tie for second, too.
Really one of his best days ever.
Yeah, could be.
In my humble opinion.
Also have to factor in his third match. They did lose, the Jedin and Arta Joseph Ikeda match. Just got away from him. If they would have won that, undoubtedly.
I was all on Jedin anyway,
yeah.
So. Arta worked really hard.
He really did. And had to play back-to-back also, and it could be tough playing back-to-back, then a little bit of a layoff. You're tired, get kind of tight, and then you got to go back out there for this fast-paced match, and showing no signs of fatigue at all is Arta. And Zulaika, too. Tremendous catching, really. stopping just about everything up in front of him.
We talked about players, when they're in their prime, and so Urrutia has all of the speed and the power and excellent positioning and all. Zulaika's control. That's the thing that will come to Urrutia with time. And by control, it's limiting the frenetic energy a little bit. It's nothing. There's nothing wrong with it if you can keep up with it, which obviously Urrutia can. Sure. That's great. But Zulaika's just focuses on court positioning, strength, throwing the ball where his opponent's not, backing up his partner.
You see empty side of the Fireballs cage because they're already out there on the court. Cabrera taking a seat by the 11, taking a few breaths. Urrutia coming up over to him.
I hear that is the most comfortable part of the court.
Yeah, back there.
Yeah.
You don't want to get one of those seams. That could hurt. Second set, Stu, coming up here. Yeah, if Chargers win one of these next two, they will win the game day in a day where they forfeited one to begin. So that'd be quite the day.
We're ready to begin our second set. Urrutia will have the serve for the Fireballs. Urrutia serves. We begin. What a serve to begin with. Beautifully caught and returned by Arta. Karam does not open up on the rebote. Powerful forehand will score for Zulaika. Zulaika and Arta first up on the board here in our second set. Zulaika serves.
You've been putting a lot of pressure on Cabrera. He's made a lot of good catches. But again, you talk about these matches. How do you lose points? I mean, just throw after throw coming in these backcourters. Eventually, they put one on the wall. Cabrera's consistent, but he's going to have to step up if they want to come back in this match.
Fault under serve. Battle court rules allow for 2 serves. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. Cabrera on the catch. There's the backhand to the inside. Rebote dropping. Saved by Zulaika. Urrutia. Backhand from the 7. Rebote. Forehand. Dropping. And scoring. 1-1. Urrutia serves for the Fireballs.
Yeah, hard for Zulaika. Didn't really have eyes on that ball. I mean, there's a lot of action up in front of him in the corner there, and at the last second, Arta kind of ducked out of the way, and hard to time it up.
Same way that Urrutia got stuck when he was doing the fall down rebote, and the fall down came before he knew exactly where the ball was dropping. Kind of the same thing there, The balls are sometimes a bit difficult to predict coming off of this back wall. The ace will score for Urrutia. Urrutia and Cabrera, the Fireballs, lead 2-1. Has the ball left the court?
No, I think there's a light still on at the cage. I think Cabrera was looking for that one to get shut off.
Oh, a light.
I think Ubia knows where it is.
Ubia knows.
He's familiar with the cage and the construction of it.
The ace will score for Urrutia and Cabrera at 3 points.
It's actually it's comical. They've actually brought in more lighting now that they've tried to turn it. Sorry, just take a little delay here. We'll get the executive. I hear her. And she's not happy as she should be. A lot of hands on those lights, and usually 2 sets of hands only. They're producers.
Excellent catch by Arta. Rebote coming out. Splitter will score for Zulaika. It's 2 points for Zulaika and Arta. Zulaika serves. Fortunately, she's taking on, executive producer Lindsay is taking on Jed, because I wouldn't,
I'm shocked that light's been on the whole time. I never knew that.
You haven't noticed?
I just don't look over there. Apparently.
What a catch. And throw by Urrutia. My, oh my, that's 4 points for Urrutia and Cabrera. Urrutia serves. I can't wait to see the replay on this. If
Got it off so quick, too. I mean, the Chargers just
okay,
weren't close
this
to
is a
position.
hard serve. Look at that. Look at the control.
And Arta's outside of Cabrera. I mean, that's a long run.
Yeah, that's just a fantastic serve by Zulaika, picked on the forehand of Urrutia. Beautiful catch by Arta. There's the backhand. Urrutia pulls it from the sidewall at the 10. Arta on the forehand at the 11. Over the top. Cabrera's in there. Backhand from the 12. Oh.
Creative.
What a move by Arta to get out of the way. That ball touches him. The point's over.
Yep.
Really well done.
I think we're both taking that one straight to the ribs, Stu.
Well, you're a little taller than me, so. Catch by Urrutia. Hard to the inside. Oh. What a scoop by Arta.
Right on
Urrutia's back in there. Backhand passes. Robote coming out. Robote comes to the forehand of Zulaika. Robote's save. Caught by Zulaika midcourt. To the inside he goes. Cabrera, perfect positioning. Hard backhand. Arta on the forehand. Cabrera calls for it. Backhand from the 11. Robote, the rebound from the back wall, played on the forehand of Zulaika. Robote, left side, save by Urrutia. He cuts to the outside. Scoop by Cabrera.
Oh, right back to him.
Drop shot. Stop by Urrutia. Drop shot. Will score. 5 points for Urrutia and Cabrera, the Fireballs. Possible set point. I will say this. I would not question anything Zulaika does on the court.
No,
nothing.
not at all.
Except a drop shot against Urrutia.
Sure.
Unless he's still sitting on the bench or potentially in the bathroom.
Yeah,
when you start to throw the drop shot.
And also, as the pace picks up, that seems to be where Urrutia plays his best highline, where he's most comfortable. You know, he's quick, he's fast, he loves to play to that speed where others can't really catch up. He just seems to thrive.
I mean, he could be out picking up an order for dinner. What a catch by Zulaika. Inside he goes, and there's the scoop by Cabrera. Nicely done, the low runner. Will score. Point and set for Urrutia and Cabrera. We have split sets. We'll move on to a third and decisive set, just 2 minutes. Wow.
Well, we got a third set coming up, and our final match of the game day will decide the game day. If the Chargers win it, they'll pick up a full point and move all the way into a tie for second. If the Fireballs win it, the game day will end in a tie. The Fireballs will maintain their half-point lead over the Chargers and move up into a tie for second place in their own right. With a tie for the Chargers here, they would be tied with the Fireballs for the final playoff spot. And they're playing the Fireballs still, so they're going to stay outside the playoffs. That would be the case, right?
Andrew, I never question your math. Ever.
I'm looking at it. No, that's a team not playing still. So either the Chargers will jump them or the Fireballs will maintain that half-point lead in the standing. So the Fireballs can move up into a tie for second with the Warriors and Renegades. In best case scenario for the Chargers, they join the Warriors and Renegades in that tie for second and kick the Fireballs all the way down to fifth place. So it's pretty big set here for the Fireballs. I mean, the Fireballs go from second to fifth if they can win it. Win or loss, obviously.
And I know that there are some players that do kind of that know these things, and some who don't. I don't know that it helps. I don't know that it helps.
You just forget the win-loss tie. Just think about the points.
On the ball.
Just
focus on the ball.
Yeah, right. That also too.
Yeah, it's highlight. Just focus on one thing: that white ball coming at you, and when it's in your cesta.
Yeah, like if you score more points than your opponent, we'll do the math for you, and we'll add it up. We know that the math's going to be right. So if you focus on winning more, getting to 6 before
analytics
your opponent,
and yes, not me.
The whole team, Stu. Collective.
I appreciate you including me in that.
Not
but,
just
No, I typically just roll out of here and grab a water.
See you Wednesday.
Yeah. Third set coming up.
Yep.
An important third set.
Game day on the line. Really everything on the line right here.
We're ready to begin our third and final set for the game day. Zulaika will have the serve for the Chargers. First team to reach 6 points wins the match.
So pretty simply, whoever wins this match will move into a tie for second place with the Warriors and Renegades, all the way up into the playoffs. See what happens here. Chargers have the serve.
Zuleika serves. We begin. Backhand up the middle. Zuleika calls for it. Saves the rebote. Caught by Urrutia. Karam by Urrutia. He hooked it. Brought it over the top. Sent it into the pad. First point for Zuleika and Arta. Of the Chargers, Zuleika serves.
If you take a look at the replay, you can see that Urrutia sees
a peek.
Zuleika.
Yeah.
And he sees him moving to the outside. So what does he do? Tries to throw it harder, tries to throw it better. And ultimately, that usually ends up in a lost point. I mean, he hooked that one.
Once you commit to whatever it is you're doing, do it.
Yeah. Heard the footsteps and got the Chargers there first instead.
That ball is in and out of the cesta of Cabrera. That's a second point for Zuleika and Arta. Zuleika serves. Beautiful serve by Zuleika deep to the service box. Cabrera's been spot on, but that one really came up on him. Powerful backhand. Rebote coming up the middle. Urrutia will take that on the bounce. Powerful throw to the inside. What a catch by Arta at the back wall. Cabrera up high. Backhand from the 11. To the inside. To the corner. It's tipped. It's a point for Urrutia and Cabrera of the Fireballs. Urrutia serves.
Sometimes the backwarders don't have a choice when those balls are right along the side wall. It's either going to drop right into the Chula or it's going to be a difficult catch.
Absolutely.
You got to go for it. Arta knew it. Just couldn't bring it in.
Fault. Over serve. Second serve must be good. Good serve lands between the 4 and 7 line. That ball had a flame coming off of it. Arta on the catch. Here's the backhand. Urrutia, rebote to the inside. Oh, what a catch by Zuleika. Cabrera with control. Backhand. Arta steps up. Backhand from the 10. Up high. Cabrera's there. Here's the catch by Cabrera. Backhand. Rebote coming way out. Zuleika. Eyes Rebote, throws it at the feet of Cabrera. He scoops it up. Arta now from the 11 line. Cabrera, backhand. Zuleika at the sidewall. Tremendous catch. Urrutia fires that to the inside. Arta takes it in the air. Catch by Cabrera.
Urrutia was screaming at it as he made the catch.
Rebote forehand, thrown hard. Arta makes the catch. Here's the backhand. Cabrera from the 11. Keeps it inside. Zuleika calls for the rebote. Powerful rebote caught on the left side of Cabrera. Zuleika has it. Forehand. Karam. Stopped by Urrutia. Urrutia powerfully from the forehand. What a catch by Arta.
That was crazy.
Arta again. Winds up, fakes the 2-0, drops it inside. What a shot by Arta. Tremendous play. 3 points for Zuleika and Arta of the Chargers. Zuleika serves.
And he's thrown a couple of great 2-walls today, so he's got the front quarter going to the outside. He's got Cabrera deep, not expecting a drop shot. So he goes with the inside placement here, throws it at a downward angle, cuts off a little bit of the speed, and the second bounce. Cabrera wasn't moving, but don't think he could have gotten there anyway.
It's a great catch by Cabrera. He puts it back inside, headed for the corner. Rebote by Zuleika. Good pickup by Cabrera. Backhand to the inside. Arta takes it in the air. Big backhand. Caught by Cabrera up high. Big backhand by Cabrera. Rebote for Zuleika. Zuleika low and hard, scooped up by Cabrera. Wonky bounce. Played by Zulaika. Urrutia makes the save. Zulaika's got it. Winding up. Gustavo 2-all. Will score. 4 points for Zulaika and Arta here in the third set. Zulaika serves. A couple of unfortunate breaks and just flawless execution by the Chargers.
Sometimes you just got to tip your cap, and that may be the case today. I mean, Zulaika throwing that 2-all well, opening it up just out of Urrutia's reach. And if he can't get to it, I don't think anybody can.
Control.
I mean, this shows you, at its peak, what this team can be. And, Zulaika's a championship player. He's won twice, and it's showing you why.
Here's a backhand. Zulaika has it. Powerful backhand, straight back. Robote comes up the middle. Urrutia's on it. High and hard to the inside. Arta, another great catch at the 12. Robote up the middle. Hard to the inside. What a scoop by Arta deep in the backcourt. Urrutia again at the sidewall. Arta's there. Robote forehand, back to the inside. Zulaika has it. Big backhand by Cabrera. Robote forehand, low and hard. Great scoop by Cabrera. Zulaika winds up. This 2-all is out. 2 points for Urrutia and Cabrera. Zulaika with and Arta with 4. Urrutia serves. Dangerous lead.
Can never be comfortable in this match. The fireballs are going to be firing still. I know it's at stake. Just can't let up now.
Powerful serve. What a catch by Arta. Cabrera from the 11. Powerfully throwing wall to wall. Robote coming out at the sidewall. Zulaika's there, sends it back. That's a great catch by Cabrera. Oh, what a catch on the forehand of Zulaika. Cabrera down low to the corner, and Arta's there. Big backhand. Arta again, this time could not hold on. That's a third point for Urrutia and Cabrera. Urrutia serves.
And still Zulaika coming back, slapping hands, saying no reason to worry about that. He's been playing great. Last thing you want to do is lose your confidence now. This crossing late, it's such a tough catch. He's made it look easy today, but we can assure you it is not.
Powerful, powerful serve is an ace. 4-4 is the score. Urrutia serves.
Just like that, all tied up here. 4-4 late in the third set.
Zulaika's pointing at himself as though that's his to take. Be curious to see if Urrutia's got, because there's 2 serves, right? So the first one, probably going to be hard. Does Zulaika step in front of it? Beautiful catch by Arta. Robote by Urrutia. Zulaika has it. He winds up. Split placement. Stopped on the forehand of Cabrera. Cabrera goes high. Arta. Robote. Little clip. Caught on the forehand of Urrutia. Urrutia blessed this hard. And what a catch by Arta. Urrutia to the inside. Arta's there again. Backhand from the 9. Urrutia pulls that off the sidewall. Big backhand follows Robote for the forehand of Zulaika. Catch by Cabrera. Backhand. Cabrera off the wall. Backhand to the inside. Arta's there. Backhand from the 10 line. Big backhand. Robote coming out. Urrutia, powerful throw. Caught by Arta. Arta now on the forehand. Beautiful catch. High on the left side of Cabrera. Robote to the forehand of Zulaika. Cabrera, tough catch up high on the left side. Arta's there, backhand from the 10. Cabrera, great catch. Between the front quarters it goes. That's to the inside. Zulaika looking for it. Cabrera makes the play. Arta now at the 11. Robote. Robote left side, little clip. Arta makes the catch on the bounce. Rebote left side, too high, caught the overhead screen. 5 points for Zuleika and Arta. Urrutia and Cabrera with 4. Possible match point for the Chargers.
We saw that earlier with Urrutia. Just some of these rebotes as the ball is moving at this pace can just escape out of the basket. Coming off the back wall, you try to set the pace, you try to control it, but that one just sent up high and ultimately well out of play. So 2 chances here at least. See if they need both for the Chargers to win this match and the game day. Oh, that's it.
Point, set, and match for Zuleika and Arta, taking it 6-4 in the 3rd set.
What a big win there for the Chargers. They beat the Fireballs in the game day 4-2. We're going to hear from our winners, Zuleika and Arta, here in just a few moments. Bradley on the move, breaking, he got there, blast the forehand, everybody out of the way, and Nicholas got hit. Joe Sherry up in the front court towards the inside. What a scoop!
What an amazing
by Douglas.
catch.
Joe Sherry picks it up in the front court, whips it inside. Another one! We'll take a look at that game day score before we hear from Zuleika and Arta. 4-2 win there for 4-2 win there for the Chargers. They beat the Fireballs. And they're going to move well up our standing. You see there now 5.5 points. We'll get a full look at that game day graphic after we hear from our winners. Joining me in the cage, Zuleika and Arta after that performance. We're ready to go here, guys. Congratulations, Zuleika. How about the play from Arta today? Your backcourt was phenomenal all day long.
That was awesome from game 1 until game 6. He's the reason that we got the 1 point today. So happy, so glad for him, for the team, and looking forward for the ending season.
Yeah, I mean, how big of a game day was this for you guys? I mean, you were in 5th place. If you lose the match, you move all the way up into a tie for 2nd with the win. What does this mean for your Chargers?
It means everything. It means the whole season is holding in that point. It means a lot. Hopefully, we are still alive, and yeah, be careful with the Chargers.
Awesome, Zuleika. What a great performance from both of you guys. Great playing and a big game day win. Thank you.
Thank you.
Chargers.
Let's take a look at our standings here before we depart, because you're going to see the change here. Renegades, Warriors, and Chargers now in a 3-way tie. But got to keep in mind the game days played. The Warriors still 1 behind those other 2 teams, but you can see there that they are right in the mix, as Zuleika was saying. We'll be back for more Battle Court tomorrow night. Join us 5 p.m. as we continue on our regular season. We'll see you then.